invisible? Why am I invisible? What? There we go. There we go. I fixed it. I fixed it. Good morning. I'm a bit eepy. Where are you? I was hiding. I was hiding. Hold on, I have to move my position back to where I was in my tabs, because holy shit, I have a lot of fucking tabs. God damn. God fucking damn, dude. Okay. Alright, I was Where is it? Where's the article, chat? I want to start yapping. There we go, okay. Your 2 cases of goth girl spit just got delivered. Jesus Christ, good luck. Good luck. Dutchy Dad, thank you for that sub, my guy. Thank you. Thank you. No sleep for the collab fog. Yeah, this was a busy week. Was a busy and packed week, heck yeah. Tangent tabs time. We're gonna get fucked up on tabs today. We're getting fucked up on tabs. We're getting fucked up. Hold on, I gotta fix my camera. There we go. There we go. It's being
Hello,
weird.
Foxy. Taking some gumbies, Cass. I hurt my sciatic nerve at the gym. Can't wait to be gumbied out listening to Taboo's Moonia.
Pineapple in space. I hope you enjoy your trip to space. Thank you. Thank you, my guy. How's your mom Cha-Cha doing today? She's very sweet. She's so sweet. I've already contacted the artist. We've fleshed out a fucking plan. I've got a timeline. I'm feeling happy. I'm feeling good, man. It's beautiful. Blue Mew, thank you. Came from the Dankula collab VoD with important information. Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood is the original story. 2003 anime The Fox Who Enjoys is a divergent story entirely from the moment Envy shot Hughes because the source manga was not complete yet. Yeah, but I liked it. Yeah, but I liked it. I know that Brotherhood supposedly follows the manga more closely, but I never read the manga. I only watched the anime. Griffin 2002, thank you. Thank you for the 10 gift subs, my guy. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. FMA 2003 is fire. It is. It's so good. Papa Bear, oh yeah, thank you for the 17 months, my dude. Thank you, thank you. New VTuber model is nearing completion. I have a feeling that this VTuber model that I've just started talking about is going to get completed before any of the other ones. You know? You know? Brotherhood skips a lot of the beginning because it assumes you already saw the 2003 one. It shouldn't assume. It should not assume. Sope, thank you for the dongers. Managed to catch Foxu live. You got hungry at 2 a.m. I had a chocolate milkshake for breakfast. FMA 2003 Season 1 is canon to the manga. Only the second part is quote-unquote anime original, you know? Can we have fox-made gumbo? I don't like seafood very much. Very picky about my seafood. Be jammin', thank you. Great job with the stream with Cha-Cha and Dang. How can one Foxu be so based? Thank you for all you do. Usual suspects are molding over the Cha-Cha collab. There's no way. There's no way. Hopefully she doesn't get too much shit, because I don't like it when people do that. People are idiots. Fuck them. The sausage gumbo is also a thing. I don't like sausage. Cha-Cha pissed them off with the ice joke. Imagine being able to tell jokes. Battleizer, thank you. Time for Taboo with the fluffy fox. Mofu. They love both versions of FMA. They each have their own strengths and interesting themes to explore. Yeah, that's fine. You know, I hear that from a lot of people. I have the autism. And so I know I would ruin my enjoyment of the first one by watching the second one. Mr. King, thank you. Your second favorite Canadian is I'm not fucking Canadian! You enjoyed the Dankula interview? Well, no, I mean, it wasn't really an interview. It was just kind of shooting the shit. I was like, oh, you know, I have 1 million tabs pulled up for Friday for Belfast. So, like, we could talk about that, man. But then we just didn't get to tabs. We just fucking talked the whole time. No, Melania. She's not Canadian. She's from Jersey. I will eat you. Redditors are freaking out, but she was also collabing with Kitsu and Rosie when you rated her. So, hardly just me. Well, I mean, it's like, if Redditors are complaining, you're doing something right, because Reddit is a cesspit. You followed Dank's advice and sent the N-word to a girl who's out of your league. She responded with a laughing emoji. Do I still have an in? I don't know, the laughing is a good sign, right? Himbo needs a big collar to wrangle your autistic brain. Yes. Aren't I a New Yorker? No, that's Gundam. Mr. King, thank you. Second favorite Canadian. I read that. Sorry again. I was scrolling. You've been wondering if Cha-Cha's Fillion's mom and I'm Fillion's aunt and I'm secretly a Latina? I've got Latina soul. I can beat you with the chancla. That's your in, brother. Take it. What the heck? Bundestongle, thank you. Kirsche clicker game for phones. What? Oh my god. I don't know how I would code a Kirsche clicker, but yeah, you know. Normal person, thank you. You're a normal person. You ejaculate the normal amount. Or at least you used to, before you started using GamerSupps AFK, and you used code Kirsche, and now your loads are massive. You're welcome. Your girlfriend is welcome. I hope you get a job in a hentai plotline. Thank you, normal person. And thank you, chat, for using code Kirsche on your gamer subs orders. The Corgi Karagi was so cute. She reminds you of Henya. Yeah, she was very cute. Somebody don't think Cha-Cha's gonna give a fuck either way. True. True and real. Jen Jacko, thank you. First your V-Mom, then the Count of Dank. Foxy's breaking containment. The sky is falling. Alright, Chicken Little. Godzilla, thank you. For your birthday, you're trying to learn how to make a balloon animal Kirsche. What is the best way to submit the photo? Get in contact with Binary Mind. He handles anything birthday related, because I'm not allowed to look at anything. Ask Leaflet to make a Kirsche clicker game. Did she actually make like a full fucking pineapple Kool-Aid game? I saw like a tweet. I'm gonna lose my place in my tabs again, but that's fine. That's fine. Can confirm AFK does in fact increase the volume. Use code Kirsche for 10% off. Oh my god. Thomas Collins, thank you. Foxy, we're still tormenting Amazon and MGM over the Stargate situation, and we're consistently ratioing them. Hashtag save Stargate. Hashtag give Garrow his gate back. Oh my god. I don't even know what's going on with that. Anthony, thank you. Please beat me, Jersey woman. I'm not from Jersey! Nylog, thank you. From what you understand, the original FMA anime team worked with the original mangaka on the ending, and she gave them an idea where the manga would go so they could take it over in their own way but still fit. Interesting. Rambam, thank you. Watched the collab with Dank this morning, your time, UK, and laughed like a drain all the way through. Congratulations. Hell yeah, buddy. I'm glad you guys had a fun time. AFK can make you shoot a geyser load, which will send your lover flying like in the hentais. This statement cannot be certified by the FDA. What the heck? Am I, and Cha-Cha still going to do a nail/conspiracy stream? You'd watch that? I don't see why not. I don't see why not. Where's my browser? Where's the fucking browser properties? Yeah, this. Angel Sword Arcade updated can now blow on carts? I don't know what that means. What does she mean, blow on carts? We given like Roadhead, but in like a shop cart in a medieval village? A new game cart, Hazel Nutella's Dabiga can now live the dream of being a Kool-Aid pineapple mogul. Some ugly, thank you. Small coin for AC and Leaflet made pineapple game. As like, what the fuck, man? And thank you. We're almost at the goal for the AC. It is finally installed. I was kind of struggling the other day, and so I called them and they were like, yeah, you need to change your air filter. And I was like, oh, okay. And my air filter is like one of those accordion ones, and I don't like those. So I want to get like a just fixed frame one, but I don't know how to find the right air filter. I'm a little retarded. Almost 80% of the way. True. We're almost there. Blue Mew, thank you. Blowing on carts is a reference to when NES cartridges needed dust. Oh, yeah. I used to have to do that for my Game Boy games sometimes, too. I remember doing that. I was like, what the heck? What does she mean by this? I was thinking of it in the context of, fucking just playing the game. I was like, why? What? How do I play this? How do I play this? We'll see if her game is idiot-proof. Thank you, Dead Pixel, my guy. Thank you, Dead Pixel, for the 11111.
For the Foxy Puddle Prevention Fund.
And
since I don't know what else to say, monkey chicken chicken, monkey chicken, duck duck, chicken monkey monkey, chicken monkey, chicken chicken monkey duck, monkey duck, chicken duck, monkey monkey duck duck, Moonya.
Is this like the spread for your wedding? These are the different meats that are available. Thank you, my guy. Wait, did it update someone else's name? No, okay. Your name is just different in Stream Elements, so it caught me off guard. Thank you, Dead Pixel. Thank you, Dead Pixel, for the 11111. Lots of fucking slaves. Yeah, and confused ducks being thrown at my head. I like that too. Thank you. Thank you, Dead Pixel. Lichkun, thank you as well, my guy. No message, just throwing it at my head. Thank you. Captain Zackbeard, thank you. You already sent several friends to my collab with Illust. They can hear the take of the bin, or the tale of the bin man. That would have been such a traumatizing thing. I'd be like, never again will I have premarital sex. The bin man might run in at any time. You never know. He's watching. Alright. Alright, my eye. I rubbed it. It feels really quiet. Kool-Aid pineapple jars. Sold fresh from the truck. Buy supplies, brew jars, sell from the window, chill. Rack packet sugar pineapples jars. They mean like racks on racks? Like money? Sliced watermelon. Pick up the knife. And bring it down on the melon. Is there a way to move? Because I don't think I can. I don't think I can. She probably didn't make anything and just asked an AI to do it. Superb programming. I'm trying. Like I can't move the knife back. Door's stuck. Pick up. Okay, I can't pick up. Wait. Oh. Okay. All right. I figured it out. Drag the slices into the box. Okay. That's weird. All right. Fry the chicken, bruh. Drag the chicken into the batter bowl. Drag the battered chicken into the basket. And then pull the handle down. Artemis Kane, thank you. You've pull it up now, it's golden? Okay. Alright, okay. Drag the chicken into the bucket. Nice. We got fried chicken and watermelon. Nice. Brew jars. You've detained 3 Joe Biden Zafurial clones in your basement. Interrogation has started. They're screaming things like, help me and let me go. This must be some code language. We'll report later. How did you get the clones? Master Prick, thank you. TLDR on Stargate. Amazon announced a new show bringing back the creators and writers from the original. Later, the head writer announced that Amazon canceled the show because it would only attract Stargate fans. I think somebody mentioned that briefly. But I haven't seen anything on it. What the fuck is this? Blueberry! Why is strawberry a gold star? Like, blueberry's obviously the best flavor, so why's that one got the star next to it? Hold to pour. Release in the green band. Drag 3 pineapple spears into the jar. 1, 2, 3. Grab a sugar cube and drop it into the jar. +5 or plus money value, but the 3rd cube ruins it. Well, that's just not true. Okay, 2 out of 2. Safe sugar. Done. Grab the lid and set it on the jar. Drag right to left to twist. Alright, we're sealing this bitch. Wait, it says drag right to left. But then it shows the arrow pointing from left to right. Oh god. Am I doing it backwards? I don't know. I think I'm doing it... Okay, it worked anyway. Now grab the jar and shake it until the color sets. Okay, back. We got 1 jar, and we got some watermelon and some chicken. What are my upgrades? Double rack. Alright. Okay. I guess I'll do a strawberry. We're pouring. We're dragging the pineapple. We're adding... I don't have any sugar. No, you don't get diabetes today. Shake this bitch. Alright, back. Vibe coded! Open window. There we go. Look at us go. Oh, the star means it was the trending flavor. Wants fried chicken. Dabiga.
Oh yeah.
The fact that she put that in there is great. Holy shit. Holy shit. What if we just increase the price by like 5%? You know, they won't... Oh, he just... What?
Oh yeah.
How can he just grab it and go? How did he pay for that? I just got here. What are we doing? Leaflet made a, pineapple Kool-Aid jar selling game. Oh, yes. Wants watermelon. How come the other guy just took it, but I have to drag it to this guy? Oh, wait, he wants like a real watermelon? Oh, yeah. Just throws a wad of cash at you. I love Urban Youth Simulator. Wants watermelon. Wait, I don't have any more. I need to slice. Well, I don't have any more. No watermelon. Buy supplies. I need more. How do I buy more? Okay, sorry, bye. Next day. Supplies. I need to buy sugar. I'm gonna make 2 jars. Pineapple. I don't need that. I don't need more jars. Water. I need water. Why are watermelons so expensive? This seems like something I could spend hours playing. I like how she added the sound effects. Clearly Leaflet is the hero that we need. Leafnet, by the way. Your brother just heard me saying pineapple spears from the other room and asked, did somebody make a racist food service game for Kirsche to play? I don't think Leaflet made it for me, but it is a game for me. Watermelon is expensive. What? Yeah, it's like as expensive as pineapple is in real life. What the fuck is that? That's my only complaint. The watermelon too expensive. It's not realistic. She did work on League of Legends back in the day. That's fair. That's fair. All right. All right. Let me get back to where my original tabs were. Let's get back to where I was gonna read because I brought this up briefly. Wait, that's the wrong one. Oh. I wish I could remember where things were, chat. I wish I had that ability. But I don't. What the fuck? Where the fuck is this article? I'm losing my mind. Oh, okay, here we go. So I brought this up briefly. Whiz, my guy, thank you. Have I tried the pineapple and Kool-Aid mixture yet? I have not. I really like pineapple. And, you know, I bet the diabetes water is sweet as fuck, and so it probably tastes good. I don't want to like it. Food truck isn't getting harassed out of business by Karens. My immersion is broken. You realized yesterday, shortly after bringing up Gladiodrome, that I'd already been invited to guest on it? What? I still don't know what that is. Got up on the Dankula stream, laughed harder than you have in a while. Glad you had fun. It was a lot of fucking fun, man. Asmund made and ate some. It was okay. Yeah, I saw that. He said that the red ones were okay, but the other ones he didn't seem to like. I like the flavor blue. Whisper harder, I won't. What the fuck? What the fuck? So, labor to cover visa costs for high-skilled foreign workers amid unemployment crisis. For some reason, of all the things Keir Starmer could have done, he thought that this was the best thing to do while Northern Ireland was on fire. You know, just whatever, man. This that makes sense. You know, why do anything for your own countrymen? Rachel Reeves will reimburse British firms £5,000 per foreign worker in a bid to make the country more attractive, despite the UK's growing youth unemployment crisis. And this is a double-pronged bad time to announce this kind of thing, because Trump made it more expensive for employers here to hire foreigners on visas. So if the UK is making it easier, while the US just made it more difficult, that's going to ramp things up a little bit. Blue Mew, thank you. Just tried Good for the first time using code Kirsche for 10% off your order. Red Kool-Aid tastes identical if Foxy needs flavor recommendations. That's pretty good. I like Good in the can form. Like, I am like addicted to canned Good. It is good. Maddie P90, thank you for the 19 months, my guy. Thank you. Thank you. So they're bringing back the slave imports. Classic Britain. Oh, well tried. Remember it got struck down by a hacktivist judge? Did it? I'm pretty sure we have the $100,000 shit per H-1B or whatever. Wonder what all the unemployed youth will get up to with the government blatantly hating them. I wonder. Auntie who got you to attempt over lolly bullshit got karma. What? When he was defending an actual groomer? This is the best Friday ever, and ending it off with a Kirsche stream is the best way to end it off. What the this man just... What are you what happened? What? Unfortunately, a judge declared the 100k fee an unlawful tax. God damn it, we can't have anything nice, can we? The judge's reasoning is shit, and it'll more than likely be overturned. Yeah, but it's still obnoxious to, like, have to wait for the delay. What if you put pineapple spears in jars of gamer subs? Chat, I'm about to make a commercial. Honestly, you respect Keir Starmer's total disregard, not only for the country, but his party as well. Half of Labour is trying to get him to resign, and Starminator just does not give a damn. The government will subsidize high-growth firms up to £25,000 in visa costs for high-skilled workers hired from abroad, and their dependents. What the fuck are you doing? Under a scheme expected to be announced on Wednesday. I do appreciate how the British call these things schemes, because unironically, literally, that is what they fucking are. The scheme, which will also fast-track the sponsor license applications for international businesses, will cover specialist hires in the tech and digital, life and sciences, and clean energy sectors. It comes as the country contends with an increasing number of homegrown graduates struggling to find jobs in the UK. Opponents describe the plans as a disaster for young British graduates who already face the worst job market in a generation. Under the proposals, a single scale-up business in the UK would be able to claim a maximum of £5,000 per employee, up to a limit of £25,000 per year. It is understood that there will not be a direct limit on the number of staff that could benefit, aside from the financial restrictions. For firms based overseas that have not yet begun trading in Britain, Labour will expedite visa applications for the UK Expansion Worker Sponsor License, which allows staff from overseas firms to establish operations temporarily. The process would last around 10 days rather than several weeks. And last month, the Milburn Review found that Britain was confronting the worst worklessness crisis in 25 years. I don't like that word. Worklessness doesn't sound real. I don't like that word. He's importing a new population who he hopes will vote Labour. It's stranded Labour practice, you know? Onion Arms, thank you for the 2 months of prune, my guy. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. You can't spell scheme without cheems. James Ball. Ram Bam, thank you. Rachel Reeves is a goddamn fool and one of the poster girls for why women do not belong in politics. That is a shame. I do not know the name Rachel Reeves. This is like the first time I've heard it, so. Joventino Villa, thank you. The Brits need to take notes from the French.
Yes, I have an idea. 3 spears of pineapple in a sealed pack of liquid gamer subs of their flavor. Like those individual pickles they sell. Call me gamer subs, this is money on the table.
That is money on the table. If this isn't at their next con booth, I'm gonna be upset. Thank you, Koi Kitsu, my guy. Thank you, thank you. I wanna try the pineapple with the nuclear bombsicle. That sounds like it'd go fucking hard. Let Cheems into the office. What the hell? What the hell? It isn't real. Your guess is something they've defined so they don't have to include unemployed groups they don't like. They stick the cure pen in and Starmer twist is Starmer. No. Why would Cheems Ball do this to us? Gamer Kev, thank you. Gee, I wonder why graduates can't find jobs. I don't know if I have it in a tab or not, but I read a tweet that was talking about how, like, some of the people who were complaining about the riot stuff happening, they were saying that like 50% of the nurse force in Ireland is foreign or like Ugandan specifically or whatever. And it's like any other discussion aside, that's kind of bad if you're like half of your native healthcare force is actually staffed by foreigners. That's a horrific prospect for any fucking country. Like that, not only are the native-born people not being trained in that sector, but should anything happen conflict-wise, like that's not a good position to be in. Holy shit, that's terrifying, yeah. Anthony, thank you. The Lotus Eater guys brought up a good point. The British are colonizers, and since they are no longer colonizing other countries, they're now colonizing their own citizens. Is this like reverse colonization? Smug Goat, thank you. On the subject matter, you tagged me on X about a guy who made a website that would track NGOs. I do have that in a tab. I have not checked my notifications in ages though.
Lemonade flavor at Gamersubs using code Kirsche.
Yellow flavor. Thank you. God hates taxes. The Gamersubs lemonade is pretty fucking good. It is pretty good. NHS is staffed almost exclusively with foreigners. Prince Philip once joked to a Filipina nurse that her home country must be empty because they're all running the NHS. Shouldn't that be a wake-up call if, like, you're making that kind of joke? Steve, I am, thank you. Careful about your glowing, brother. Mr. King, thank you. The UK has a worse GDP per capita than Mississippi. A good way to make it worse, labor. Oh my god. The nurses in your home country can't find your vein normally. No! Sergeant Buck, thank you. UK media out here avoiding the word unemployment like it's a slur. Worklessness. Prince Philip was a mad lad. He once went to France and ordered a beer. Why is that mad? Are you supposed to drink only wine in France? Migration Watch UK criticized the subsidy of overseas worker visa fees for not prioritizing British graduates. The think tank said it now seems the government wants to make the back door into Britain even cheaper and more accessible. This will be a disaster for young British workers who already face the worst jobs market in a generation. It comes in addition to the so-called skilled worker visa, which is already abused to import supermarket staff and takeaway drivers, among others. Exactly the sort of entry-level work young Britons used to do. Callum Price of the Institute of Economic Affairs think tank said the government would be far better off making it easier for businesses to hire people and making the UK an attractive place for high-skilled workers across the board than spending tax money on trying to pick limited winners. Before the 2024 general election, Labour weighed up introducing rules to prioritize British jobs for British workers. The requirement to try and recruit British workers was in force until 2019, when Boris Johnson scrapped the regulations as part of a shake-up of the point system for skilled workers. What even happened to Boris Johnson? I feel like I remember hearing that guy's name, and then he was almost like immediately no longer leader. Like, what happened with that guy? Should see Dearborn. It's legitimately indistinguishable from a Counter-Strike level at this point and is ran by a Muslim socialist. What the hell? You went to a doctor's office once in Dearborn and you shit me not. You had to wait in an unfurnished lobby with paper strewn all over the place and a couple of plastic chairs. I think I would have walked out of the doctor's office. Like, I wouldn't trust that shit, man. What the hell? What the hell? A joke there, but the phrasing of cheap British backdoor good wording journos. He was sent to the Shadow Realm. Oh my god. In a joint statement with Peter Kyle, the business secretary, Ms. Reeves said the funding would come alongside a new concierge service for businesses as part of a quest to nurture the UK's first trillion-dollar firm. I feel like she's failing this quest from the get-go. What the fuck are we doing? They wrote, the new concierge service offering tiered support will accelerate the most promising scale-ups and build a strong pipeline of high-growth firms ready to break through. It will ensure that the current support for business is joined up in delivering targeted support to tackle issues facing promising firms in the country. Bro, can you imagine being someone in, like, the Chinese government reading this shit? Or, like, being fucking Putin reading this shit? Be like, I don't even have to do anything. My enemies just kneecap themselves. Hello, ISE. I'm at a doctor's office that I'm pretty sure isn't up to code. For reasons you may be interested in. That guy, hopefully. Yeah, hopefully. Good. High fives all around. Can't have British people working in a major British company. Yeah, that'd be like racist or something, right? It will ensure that current support for businesses is joined up and delivering targeted support to tackle issues, my English, please, facing promising firms in the country. A government spokesman said, we're helping high-growth UK firms access critical skills where there are clear gaps in the UK workforce. Why are there gaps in the UK workforce? I am the goose. Enabling them to scale up, invest, and create jobs in the UK, strengthening, not undermining, opportunities for the domestic workforce. That's a lie.
We're backing British workers, including graduates, with £2.5 billion in youth employment support, more apprenticeships, and targeted action to help people into good jobs. I like how there's exactly 666 comments. The Home Office classifies vape shop workers as high-skilled foreign workers. And I think that's really all you need to know. So much euphemistic corpo speak. It's all so tiresome, man. There it is, the benefits. The magic gap. We need more taco trucks. And in the middle of like all of the stuff in Belfast going on, all of the Carmelo Anthony meltdown going on, my timeline was interspersed. So it was like black people being happy that a white kid was murdered, and then people being upset that black people are happy that a white kid was murdered, and then the Belfast stuff happening, and then interspersed in that, it was just like more migrant crime, and I was like, what? What is this reality we're living in? Sikh attack, a girl 17 raped by 4 Afghan nationals, including 16-year-old boy, over several hours after being lured to home. A teen girl was raped by 4 Afghan nationals, including a 16-year-old, after being lured to a home and plied with vodka, a court heard. Mirab Safi, 21, Awal Ahmadzai, and Samin Habib Khael, both 19, and the schoolboy allegedly attacked the girl in Bristol. You know, I understand that when someone's a minor, the name is typically redacted, but I feel like if you do something like rape or murder, you shouldn't get that privilege anymore, you know? Because, like, now you're a danger to other people. What are we doing? That's a really interesting mall area. Jurors heard that she had been out with a friend Christmas shopping when they were talking to Safi, who they had not met before. Christmas shopping? June 9th, 2026. So did this happen in December and we're just now hearing about it 6 months fucking later? He later asked her to add him on social media platform Snapchat before requesting nude photos of her on November 28th. Oh my god, it really is from the end of last year and we're not hearing about it until now. 2 days later, Safi allegedly arranged for a taxi to take her from her home in Somerset to Bristol in the early hours. She was initially dropped off in an industrial area of the city where Safi was waiting with Habib Khael before they got into another taxi which took them to a house in the St. Werburghs area. Once there, she was provided with cigarettes and vodka before being allegedly raped by Safi and his co-defendants. Why did she, like, I'm not blaming her for what happened, but it's just like, why would you go? Why would you just, like, go meet someone from Snapchat who asked you for nude photos? That's like number one thing we were taught when we were younger is like, oh, just never meet up with someone online, bro. Thank you, Vladimir, for the 100 fucking slaves, my guy. Thank you. For the Winter Fox to Keep Cold Fund. Thank you.
For the Winter Fox Keep Cold Fund. Some of the people in power are jumping ship in the UK, I hear.
That would be an interesting thing to see. I have not seen anything indicating that quite yet, but that would be very breaking. Thank you. Thank you, Vladimir, my guy. It's a sign of lack of morality that has infected the youth of our modern day. They think banging on the first date is fine. I don't even think that that's like anything that crossed her mind, right? Like there's nothing that indicates that this was like a date. I don't know, but it's just like don't meet people from online. That's fucking scary. Teenagers just do that sometimes. It's like the ones who just dismember themselves in the trunks of Teslas. Jesus Christ. Joventino Villa, thank you. Rather be called racist than a second-class slave. Massive Doge, thank you. They're migrants. They could be lying about their age. I mean, that's also a possibility, unfortunately. Ah, no. Where did I finish reading? Ed Hetherington, prosecuting, said the prosecution say that they sexually abused the young girl who Mr. Safi had met and began grooming only days before the rapes took place. On November 30th last year, Mr. Safi and Mr. Habib Khael arranged for her to be brought by taxi to meet them in Bristol on the early hours of a Sunday morning. Once she arrived, she was taken to a home in St. Werburgh's, and she was very quickly expected to have sex with Mr. Safi. She didn't want to, not yet, but it happened anyway. The court was told after she was allegedly raped by Safi, the other 3 defendants took it in turns to get her alone in a bedroom or in a bed and to have sex with her against her wishes. Mr. Hetherington said she was plied with alcohol and cigarettes to secure her compliance. He added she was alone. She was isolated in an unfamiliar city miles from home in the dead of night with a house full of men she didn't know. We say she was raped and she was abused repeatedly over a period of several hours. Jurors were told the alleged sex attack ended when the girl's mother contacted police. That's insane. That's insane. Think of how much longer this girl would have been tortured if her mom didn't contact the police like that. Safi denies 1 count of human trafficking and 2 charges of rape. Habib Kael has pleaded not guilty to 1 count of human trafficking and 1 charge of rape. Ahmadazai denies 1 charge of rape and 1 of assault by penetration, while the 16-year-old boy denies 1 charge of rape. Trial is expected to last up to 3 weeks. How the fuck are these people real? That's a great fucking question. Next question. Evil Mandrake, thank you. For the 555 fucking Domino's deal, bro. Thank you. Officially got your first hate reply for watching me after correcting another post about why aren't these companies learning after losing millions post. You've made it. Also, you got the yellow crayon and skew flavor using code Kirsche for 10% off. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, buddy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Imagine giving someone correct information and they're just like, no, you watch this one content creator. Kill yourself. Like, what the fuck? Sudafed, thank you. Most Afghans don't actually know their birth dates, and it is one of the reasons so many Afghan teens look so much older. You had a local national who looked 30 tell you he was 16 when you were vetting workers on deployment. How do you not know that? What the fuck? Sentence both is guilty. New punishment, death by hanging. Pedophiles get their bodies dangled like pirates of old. Imagine. You're tired of the usual suspects doing usual suspect things? Yeah, it is very tiresome. They cannot count. I can't count, and I know my birthday. And correct information online. What? There have been many Somali gang attacks on natives in Bristol. Imagine. Imagine. There was also this that happened. Jonathan Pettigrew. Thank you for refreshing for no reason, browser tab. Jonathan Pettigrew was just murdered on a bus in NYC. Oh my god, what the fuck? Fucking dumbass bird just flew into my window. It almost jump scared me. Jonathan Pettigrew was just murdered on a bus in NYC on his way to pick up his young daughter after asking a rider to lower the volume on their phone. Police and media are only identifying the suspect as a teen with a white shirt. Teens with white shirts could be here. I hate teens with white shirts. And here's another tweet on it. How helpful. Math is hard and white supremacist here, you know. Yesterday in NYC, Jonathan Pettigrew, 41, asks a teen on an MTA bus to lower his phone volume, and then the teen kills him, as you do.
It started with an argument about someone yelling too loudly on his phone, and it ended in gunfire and a 41-year-old man dead, and it happened on an MTA bus. Surveillance video shows passengers running off that bus moments after gunshots rang out, including at least one rider with a baby stroller. According to police, the victim told the suspect to keep it down. An argument ensued, and then the gunman shot the victim in his abdomen on a BX36 bus. It happened yesterday around 2:30 in the afternoon at White Plains Road and East Tremont Avenue. The suspect then fled on foot southbound on White Plains Road. He's described as a young man, possibly a teenager, wearing a white shirt at the time. The victim, identified by police as Jonathan Pettigrew, was rushed to Jacobi Hospital, where he later died. It started with an argument about...
That was a really horrific place to cut that off. But this guy here, Rafael Mangual, he said, I've lost count of how many times I've made this point, but please take this as a warning and not merely an observation. Antisocial behavior. Think about the guy blasting music from a speaker, talking loudly on speakerphone, smoking inside the subway car, etc. in public spaces is often engaged in as a dare. The whole point is to provoke anger and annoyance in those around him, which serves two purposes. Depending on the response he's hoping for, either one, if everyone bites their tongues, the antisocial asshole gets to tell himself, he is such a badass no one would dare speak up. Or two, If someone confronts him, he finds his excuse to scratch a violent itch. Understand that saying something to these people will often come with a real risk of violent confrontation. And that's very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate that even being like, hey man, can you turn down the volume on your phone, could end up with you dying afterwards. That is not a society that anyone should actually have to live in. It's fucking retarded. Not even confrontation, it's unwarranted violent escalation. True and fucking real, man. Actually insane. Remember when teen was used as slang for women between 18 and 25 on illicit sites? What the heck? Alaska Mac, thank you again. Please look up a clip of Afghan army jumping jacks. Why? Vladimir Crystal, thank you. That was the government bird drone error 404. Why do they do this? Phoenix DS, thank you. You've put your glow into the Kirsche of 1,000 Chernobyls as your spirit animal to glow for you. That's a good idea. That saves you. Humans go to prison. Dogs get put down. Jeez. And then, there was... What else was here? I don't remember what's in my tabs. A lady in your city got a pen to her eye because she ignored a homeless dude talking to her? Jesus fuck, man. What the hell? Oh, yeah, Canada doing Canada things. Once again, it's really funny to have had these things pop up in my timeline while Ireland is kind of on fire at the moment. Today, I introduced a private member's bill that would declare July of every year in Canada as Somali Heritage Month. I'd like to thank MP Honorable Ahmad Hussein for co-sponsoring this bill with me and for his counsel. I hope that all MPs will support this legislation. Canada is home to many Canadians of Somali heritage.
To deal with those stupid birds, do what my mother did at her house, put silhouettes of birds of prey on or around your windows. This scares off the dumb birds.
But that would look ugly. I don't want to do that.
Toronto Subway will be getting 1,984 style stuff to yell at smokers etc. soon.
Good luck. Good luck, Toronto. Thank you, Cold Acid, my guy. Thank you, Cold Acid. Fake owl keeps the birds from pooping on your truck. What the hell? They didn't even give the CCP nationalists a month before the Somalis. I know, imagine. If I was a CCP agent who had been in Canada for the last decade, I'd be pretty upset. Canadians of Somali descent have left and continue to leave a historic mark on Canada. Is that what we're calling it now? With contributions that span communities across the country and are reflected in Canada's economic, political, social, and cultural life. I would like a person to tell me one thing Somalis have done to improve Canada and Canada's life. Please give me one thing. His writing is mostly Somalis. You hope he gets replaced by a Somali and gets his pension revoked. Leering centers. If passed, a Somali Heritage Month would give us an opportunity to celebrate that heritage, the role that Canada has played in supporting Somali Canadians and their contributions to Canada. Oh my god. Let's listen.
Mr. Baker, seconded by Mr. Hussein, moves for leave to introduce a bill entitled An Act to Establish Somali Heritage Month. The motion is deemed adopted. The honourable member for Etobicoke Centre.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I rise today to introduce a bill entitled An Act Respecting Somali Heritage Month. If passed, the bill would declare July of every year Somali Heritage Month across Canada. I'd like to thank the member for York South-West and Etobicoke for co-sponsoring this bill with me, and I hope members on all sides of the chamber will support this bill. Canada is home to many Canadians of Somali heritage. They have left and continue to leave an important mark on our country in communities across the country.
This guy is fucking
and they have
crazy.
touched our economic, political, social, and political life. Somali Heritage Month would give us an opportunity to celebrate that heritage, the role that Canada has played in supporting Somali Canadians, and to celebrate their contributions to Canada. Every July, it would give Somali Canadians another reason to celebrate their Canadian pride and another reason to say, Somalia Hanolato. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
What the fuck does that even mean?
Seconded by Mr. Hussein. Moves that the bill be now read a first time and be printed. The motion is deemed adopted.
Like again, the Chinese and the Indians have been like colonizing Canada this whole time. And if I was them and I saw Somali Heritage Month, I'd be like, what the fuck? What the we've colonized you already. Why are you celebrating the Somalians? You wonder if he's getting a kickback or if he's just this gay. Like, I just like, oh my god, dude. Kirsche out here grabbing people's cans on stream. I opened it so hard it like spit everywhere. So that's why I shrieked. Why can't the few based Canadian politicians fighting for their future ambush and beat up these sorts of people? That's tended to be looked down upon in Western societies, unfortunately. They'll do anything for their future votes, you know? You're in Canada, official languages are English and French. If you're in Quebec, why are you speaking foreign languages in your government buildings? Why are you abetting the invaders? More votes. More votes, brother man. Why do anything? Oh, this was the mosque thing that I brought up briefly with Dankula. They could wear COVID face masks. What the heck? What the heck? So this is probably going to be fully in Japanese, but let us take a peek at it. Is there any volume at all, or is it just dead silent?
モスクの内部なんですけど、かなり豪華な作りになってますね。空間もかなり広いです。ここですね、丸く。
Like, look how big and kind of intricate some of the places here are inside the building. Seeing this in Japan is incredibly jarring because it feels like everything's been happening in Japan at like this exponentially accelerated rate. Like, it's just been within the past year that we've been seeing all of this shit. How the fuck did this happen? Alejandro Trombono, thank you for the 5 gift members, my man. Thank you.
広さはどれぐらいあるんですか？
どのぐらいですかね。200人以上入りますね。
あ、200-300人は入れる
空間なんで。
今年の春に完成したばかりのこのモスク。しかし先週になって突如閉鎖。今あるトラブルを抱えているという。
So the text attached to this, somebody said, Mianea's Kawago illegal mosque special feature. It was completed in the spring of this year, but suddenly closed last week. They say it's dealing with some kind of trouble. Trouble or whatever, that's not it, right? It's an illegal structure that Muslims built on their own without permission, that's all. It's not just closed, hurry up and demolish it. For people who come to Japan and do something like this without permission, there's no way that they can be good people. I'm assuming these are like interviews that the news conducted. Kawago City requested the suspension of the construction on site, but the work did not stop, and the mosque will be completed this spring. Are you an idiot? This is again like Grok translated. The Pakistani ambassador to Japan will also attend the opening ceremony in April. Is he a huge idiot? Forget the warnings and just demolish it right now. Imagine how terrifying it would be if a giant onion dome suddenly appeared in the local area. Why do all other reports have interview footage from local residents, yet the only opinion they have, the narration read out, is everyone's good people. I don't think anyone's being inconvenienced. Isn't that just Miyaneya putting in their own take? I don't know what that means. Don't go arbitrarily deciding on, quote-unquote, within 5 years, or the 5-year plan? Communists love those. Reasons for building an illegal mosque in Kawagoe. There are a lot of Muslim people around here. If 10 to 20 people gather to pray in small place, it causes trouble. Parking cars are coming and going leads to conflicts with local residents. To avoid all that, it's better for everyone if they gather in one place to pray so no one is bothered. Just give up on praying in Japan. An illegal mosque built so as to not bother anyone. What kind of comedy is this? Smash it to pieces right now. And then somebody else quote retweeted this and said, ask for permit to build mosque. City says no. Build it anyway. Invite Pakistani ambassador to cut the ribbon. Gloat on TV about how Japan won't do shit. Get shut down for building an illegal building with no permit or inspection. Cry on TV that Japan is racist. Lamau. It's just like, how does that even happen? Like, you can just do things if you don't care about the rule of the land. And then everybody who wants to fix the things that you're fucking up can't do anything because the laws are meant to constrain them and they don't want to break them. It'll be better for everyone if Japanese just start paying the jizya. Don't worry, I'm sure there's large-scale fraud networks being set up in Japan as we speak. And then let's see here. What else is in my tabs? What else have we got? I just got a bunch of quick hit kind of things like this. They'll be given approval retroactively and then nothing more will happen. Many such cases. I really hope not, man. Your guess is that Japan doesn't have a dedicated team in that town? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Apparently, some lady who's been trying to run for leader in Peru for many, many times has finally won. Apparently, she's finally, like, won some kind of an election here. Wall Street Map said, ever since USAID was defunded and thousands of NGO contracts were canceled, left-wing parties are losing in Central and South America. Right-wing presidential candidate Keiko Fujimori just won the Peru election. This continues the trend of other countries rejecting socialism. It's just like a little, I guess, celebration video here in classic Peruvian 12p. Vladimir Crystal, thank you. Comrade, make sure you increase taxes and seize the means of production. When people complain, just ignore it. The 5-year plan is perfect, you know? It's like, if it keeps working, why change, you know? Why change? As someone who covered the region for 12 years for the Wall Street Journal and reported in astonishment how even under conservative President Ronald Reagan, USAID was funding socialist projects in Latin America, I can assure you this is 100% accurate. It's very interesting to learn. That's Keiko Fujimori. Her father was a president that was in jail for corruption and being a tyrant. Hopefully she's not like her fucking father then, right? A very Peruvian name. Yeah, I don't know, like, if there's any sort of Japanese-Peruvian, like, country connection that I don't know about. I'm not Peruvian. But I was like, that's very interesting. She got a very Japanese name for somebody living in Peru. Fujimori must be an obscure native tribe. There's a large expat population. I never knew that. That's crazy. Handy Tool Boy, thank you. Historical context, why all of this stuff is pushed. Globalists formed UN post-World War II to prevent World War III. They believe ethnic and national homogeny was the cause, and by mixing everyone, they will prevent World War III. Yes, they are that retarded. What the fuck? Usually the Japanese love settling in Brazil. South America used Japanese people as slave labor like 100 years ago. What? I've never heard that. Peru has a massive Japanese population from decades ago. She actually said once that if she wins the presidency, she will person her father. You see, because of the typo, I don't know if you mean, like, imprison or pardon. Latamas had a decent amount of Japanese immigration after World War II. Pardon? Well, I don't know anything about her father, so I don't know how bad of a man he quite possibly was. So I don't know if pardoning him would be bad or good. Ein Moment. Okay. Alright. Binary Ghost, thank you. So this is what is known as a shit test, to see if the people will really do anything about it. See, it hasn't been destroyed immediately. Or he was set up. Yeah. Yep. I have no idea. I have no idea what the story is, so I can't really have an opinion on it. Sounds like we should consult our native Chilean Stray Wolf. Yeah, Stray Wolf might know. Stray Wolf might know what's going on. Speaking of this, seemingly a lot of expats voted for Keiko that are living in Miami, and now leftists are really mad about that. You see, as a Peruvian, you can speak from experience what happened. Peru had people come here to work in the mines willingly, and sometimes not willingly, that later formed colonies, and now we're all mixed up in here. The mining colonies. What about her father? Was her father, like, actual bad man, or did he get fucking railroaded? Joventino Villa, thank you. You only watch Foxu News. Not Fox News, Foxu News. The fluffiest news on the web. Everyone yearns for the mines. Massive Doge, thank you. President Fujimori took out Sendero Luminoso, so he's based in your book. I don't know what that means. Took out, like, beat him, or took out, like, killed him? They were playing Minecraft before computers. Need to go after the construction companies that did the work without the permit. Yeah, true. Yeah, true. He was Peru's Pinochet. So he's based then. Fujimori Sr. has proven crimes of political persecution and corruption. Not sure if anything else is also true. He has a bunch of crimes on LE on him. I don't know what LE is. They urinate in the mines. And then, I guess there's something with soccer going on at the moment. I don't really pay attention to any kind of sport ball. I'm not a sport ball kind of guy. Oh, hold on, I have to check something. Well, I have to check. Did that get changed at all? No. Okay. That one did. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I had to reply to a DM. I don't pay too much attention to the sports ball stuff, but apparently there was a Somali referee banned from entering the US for the World Cup, who has suspected links to terrorist groups. And I was like, huh, that's kind of weird. Not really shocking, but like kind of weird. World Cup is the only sports ball you pay attention to. I don't pay attention to any kind of sports ball. If it weren't for this, I wouldn't have probably even known that the World Cup was going on at the moment. The truth is, Fujimori freed Peru from terrorism. He did things that were needed at the time, but you think he tried to stay too long in power, and the good things he did for the country are still in the memory of the people, despite his misdeeds later in his political career. So it was a case of he was a good guy and then got corrupted by power and became that which he sought to destroy. A referee in the World Cup, of all things to be in, that would be the last place we need. Oh my god. Basically, thank you, Stray Wolf. Thank you, Stray Wolf, for the background on the Fujimori man guy. When he was on our radar actually pays off, right? And Libs of TikTok posted a video. Help, it's refreshing on its own. I hate when it does that. Somalis stomp on the American flag while holding a photo of the referee who was denied entry to the U.S. for alleged ties to a terrorist organization at a protest in Somalia.
Spicy cat raid.
Donut operator. Hello, Mr. Donut Man. Thank you for the raid. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome, Raiders. Mr. Donut Man. I've been trying to get in touch with either Eli or Show for a hot minute now. I hope I can DM somebody. I hope I can DM somebody soon. Welcome, Donut Man. Welcome, Donut Man. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for the raid. We're looking at tabs today. It's the Donut Man. Yeah, the Donut Man. Welcome, Mr. Operator. He was essentially running all levels of the government with corruption and blackmail after saving Peru following multiple crashes of the economy and the money in the country, but stayed in power with corruption after doing so. You see, that's the hard part, right? You gotta not get corrupted by the power. Icaron8, thank you for that gift sub to Donut Operator, man. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Good Raid was planning on watching Kirsche after Donut. Welcome! Welcome. Patchouli, thank you. Good Munya Foxu in chat. You currently reek of oil, gas, and sweat as you were working on your car. Mexican woman that lives across from you was staring at you longingly. What does this mean? No, chat, she's married. She's probably staring at you longingly because she hopes her husband will finish his project car as efficiently as you finished working on yours. A Kirsche operator. Dima, thank you for the CRCs. As a Hispanic Latino, fuck soccer and the World Cup. It's like everybody assumes I will like the Red Sox because I'm from Boston, but I'm like, I don't care about the sports ball, man. They can retard all they want, but they'll never have a World Cup game played in their country, at least not in any of their lifetimes. Dis Optimist, thank you. As a soccer fan, no one is sad to have one less African referee. They suck. I wouldn't know. I don't watch the sports balls, man. Brother said, I fixed it. It's mine now. And then people said, thanks for the fix, but no, you go now. Let me turn this off. I might need to actually increase volume. I didn't think about that. Nope, I don't. It's just weird music. Yeah, so it's just like, why would you want to let him in after this? Why would you want to let him in? Your dad left Peru for America during Fujimori's time because of the Shining Path terrorist group in Peru at the same time. He's now a full citizen of the U.S. Welcome. What the fuck was that sound? Somalian things. A Slendy Enderman, thank you. Yo, it's Donut. Welcome. Y'all need anything? Crack open an Echelon. The new Double Tap flavor is hella good. Double Tap is a very interesting name. Phoenix DS, thank you. When a tale as old as time, absolute power, corrupting absolutely, benevolent dictator paradox. True. True, unfortunately. And then, holy crap. Al-Shabaab, that was one of the places that was, like, alleged to have funding from the daycare scams, right? Al-Shabaab Islamic terrorist group just put out a statement backing the Somali refugee who was denied entry into the U.S. They then slammed the Trump administration and call on Somalis to expel the invaders. Looks like DHS made the right decision barring him from entering our country. And there are people that would unironically be mad at our country for rejecting entry to this person. That's kind of crazy to me. And it's like, I'm sure that they make a statement backing the Somali referee because they know that there's plenty of idiots who will take their side in this. U.S. reveals its true hatred towards the Somali people. Terrorists have figured out that, oh, maybe beheading people isn't the best tactic. Let's just use their fucking progressive nonsense against them. For decades, the United States government has cloaked its relationship with the Somali people in rhetoric promising partnership and progress. However, evidence suggests that beneath this diplomatic facade lies a deep-seated animosity. While Washington falsely claims to support Somalia, it simultaneously fosters corrupt leaders and land grabbers, supports bloodthirsty warlords, wages economic warfare against the country's critical infrastructure, and manipulates Somalia's internal politics to serve American interests rather than those of the Somali people. Yeah, I just don't want to give any foreign aid anymore. I don't want to be involved at all. Get out. Since assuming office, the Trump administration intensified this brazen hostility against the Somali people, hurling vitriolic insults that branded them as garbage and tarnished their reputation. The case of Omar Artin serves as a latest and most damning proof that American policy extends beyond security concerns to encompass broad ethnic discrimination. Artan's case demonstrates that U.S. decision-making is driven not by security concerns or the imperative to counter extremism, but rather by racial and ethnic prejudice targeting Somalis as a whole. It is a deep-rooted hostility that manifests across multiple fronts, including the indiscriminate drone strikes that spare neither women, children, or elderly civilians in Somalia. When the fuck are we drone striking Somalia? When the fuck did that happen? Like, wasn't Black Hawk Down in the 90s? Like, what? I don't think we're doing anything like that in Somalia now. Since like I don't think we're bombing Somalia right now. Like, I could be wrong, but I haven't heard anything about it. Isn't Somalia where Jenkem was invented? I don't know. We never stopped once Obama found the drone button. Apparently terrorist is an ethnic group in Somalia. Apparently. Can we start drone striking them again? You think that was Obama? It would be immoral to let them be liars, you know? Maybe we can send our reply via bomb. Obama was at one point drone striking like 100 countries. Nobody in the media cared because yay, Obama! What the fuck? Slendy Enderman, thank you. Funnily enough, that only reinforces our desires and further encourages us to ship them all home. Remember back in the 80s and 90s when we had to feed the poor starving Africans? This is what you get! Black Hawk Down happened because the Somalis got mad. We killed the people stealing the aid we were trying to give them. I hate the levels of, like, lies being perpetrated, man. I was just like, what? You can't do anything right, so just leave the country alone, man. Just leave it alone. Stop sending aid. Stop sending people. Just stop. ISIS is working out of Somalia, and it was hit in May. Really? Okay. That is actually useful information. Thank you. Where did I finish reading in this? In light of these revelations, we issue an urgent call to action for the Somali people, particularly the youth. We urge you not to squander your most precious time on momentary distractions such as the so-called World Cup. Let us work together to expel the invaders and the soulless puppets from our lands. Let us join hands and build a Somalia that is defined by honor, freedom, and absolute independence from all forms of foreign occupation, and divine governance by Islamic Sharia rise from the shadows of occupation and humiliation. Reclaim your sovereignty, stand with us. You know what? Yeah, I agree. I agree. You should stay in Somalia and build Somalia into whatever the fuck you want it to be, and we should no longer be giving you any money or resources to do so. I agree, terrorist organization. You stay away from us, we stay away from you, alright? Translation, give us your money so we live in luxury and you live in poverty. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. And that's the guy again. Phoenix DS, thank you. Somali pirate maintenance and control. You cannot drive the pirate boats. What is in my next tab? Oh, we had that tweet from motherfucking Hello Fresh. There we go. I forgot the name. Hello Fresh. You know, you don't feel like helping them out by giving their people back. You'd rather... Oh, Jesus Christ. Here just says something the Twitter freaks can agree with, and it's saying this terrorist group has a point. Blue Apron had a chance to absorb the fallout from HelloFresh, but they blew it. Ha, pun intended. Blue Apron saying, official statement. We know that for some, eating is a top priority this month. We respect that. And while eating out can be exciting, there's something to be said for diving headfirst into a satisfying box at home. Happy Pride to everyone who appreciates a good box. Oh, those dumbasses! I was just like, why? Like, this could be a funny joke, but, like, not as an official corporate statement. That's kind of weird. Do you feel heard, woman? Phoenix DS, thank you again, I read that. When will they stop ruining your June? Well, at least we're not getting Somali Heritage Month, man. Hold on a second. Okay, alright. He's home chef. Thank God they haven't said some dumb shit like this, to our knowledge yet. Phoenix DS, thank you. Archer phrasing! Is it just you, or does every company with blue in the name on a speedrun to destruction, like Blue Origin even blew up a rocket recently? I don't know anything about that. Wastelander, thank you. Gives aid to countries that eventually attack us and come here to commit blatant acts of fraud. Michael Jordan, stop it! Get help! True! Stop it. Just stop doing the thing. Cease, please. Why did you have to be born in this month? Speaking of gay things, let me see what this tab is before I bring it up, because I see. Okay, this one's a nesting doll of tweets. Ein Moment as I go to the first one. This is from Pink News. Very, very unbiased news source, by the way. They said, trans woman faces felony trial after drawing firearm during alleged anti-LGBTQ plus attack. And someone quote retweeted it and said, a man was shouting slurs at her outside of her place of work, assaulted her by shoving her down to the ground in a crosswalk, at which point she drew her gun, finger not on the trigger, and now she's facing up to 15 years for defending herself. And then someone else quote retweeted that and said, it's literally on camera that this man crossed the street and confronted a guy about yelling at a bar. Link in comments. And this is the individual going to trial. Source, I made it the fuck up. And this is, I guess, part of the article. A witness reportedly said he heard Durham and Kelver yelling back and forth, watched Kelver cross the street with one hand in the side bag, watched Durham push Kelver to the ground, and then heard a gun being racked and saw Kelver point the gun at Durham. Another witness, E.B., whom the affidavit calls a friend of Durham's, attested that Durham said, "Fuck the crowbar," reportedly. E.B. said that he saw Kelver on the ground pointing a gun at Durham's head as Durham walked away. Rope relates from that interview. When police reviewed area cameras, they saw Kelver approach Durham in the crosswalk and Durham push Kelver, the affidavit said. Bleep. Kelver appeared to stumble and fell on her back, wrote Rope. After falling, Kelver appeared to pull out a firearm, pull back the slide, load the firearm, and point it. Informed of the video's contents, Kelver allegedly stated that she did not recall pulling the firearm during the altercation. Kelver described carrying the gun due to having been stalked the previous night and for personal safety. Kelver was arrested. What's he got against the Half-Life games? Oh my god. Yeah, sure, buddy. Carrying without one in the chamber. Oof. And fuck the crowbar. I guess crowbar might be the name of the bar that they were talking about. It's F the crowbar, the next hit after Rock the Casbah. Well, let's see. Let's see. You said there's a link here, so let's see what the full article says. I'm literally just a girl. I don't remember that. Unironically, me every day. That is just my life, unfortunately. Transgender bathroom protester faces felony assault charge, claims self-defense. Boy.
Anya.
Yeah, lock his ass up. The transgender Laramie resident who staged a protest at the state capitol last summer of Wyoming's new cross-sex access ban for public restrooms is now waging a self-defense argument in a felony aggravated assault case. Brianna Kelver, 26, made headlines last summer for using the women's bathroom in the Wyoming Capitol when a new state law activated banning the practice. The ban doesn't allow for penalties against a transgender person using the women's bathroom, but allows females aggrieved by that event to sue the state for letting it happen. That's funny! That's so funny! I hope everyone takes advantage of that. That's crazy. A new trans name. It isn't Emily or Lilith this time. It's Rihanna. Under my umbrella. About 2 months later, Kelver was involved in an altercation with a man outside the crowbar in Laramie. Court documents say that after a verbal clash, the contents of which are disputed, Kelver approached the man. The man shoved Kelver, who fell to the ground, and Kelver pulled a firearm and chambered a round before pointing the pistol at the man. The case is ongoing, with Kelver's attorney Andrew Holcomb and Kelver both promising to pursue a self-defense argument. Meanwhile, Democratic U.S. Senate candidate James Byrd cast the case as an instance of biased enforcement and said it highlights the need to reaffirm universal Second Amendment and due process rights for everyone. The Kelver case is bigger than one bartender, one crosswalk, and one night in Laramie, wrote Byrd, who's also a former legislator. In a Wednesday Facebook post, it's a test of whether the Second Amendment means what it says, for everyone. I don't think the Second Amendment means that when someone's walking away from you, you get to load a gun and point it at their head. I don't think it says that, actually. You're tired of these publications trying to reinforce the delusions by using the pronouns and identifying them as female. It gets really odd to read sometimes. Laramie's like that. Kelver responded to that claim with a cautious statement in a Wednesday phone interview. There's a plethora of opportunity for me to be a victim of bias in this, but there's a lot of evidence we need to address properly through the legal channels and kind of go forward with this in a way that is respectful to the legal process. I'm not intending to make any accusatory statements about how this was handled on the police department side or the judicial side at the moment, Kelver added. Laramie Police Department Lieutenant Craig Lendhart declined Wednesday to comment on the case on the department's behalf. Albany County Attorney Kurt Britzius, who is prosecuting the case, did not return an email and phone message request for comment by publication. Kelver delivered another comment via phone. I fully respect the legal process and intend to address the facts in court, not necessarily anymore in the media. I did not go looking for confrontation. I genuinely believe my safety was threatened when my actions were taken in response to that threat. But you're the one that walked out of the bar to confront the guy in the crosswalk. What do you mean? spooky engineering school there, you think? Why is it spooky? You think that there's precedent that if you pull your weapon and do not fire it, it is not considered self-defense. In a lot of places, yes. I don't know what the brandishing laws are like in wherever Laramie is. But also, there's a difference between pulling a firearm when someone is looking at you and pulling a firearm when they are walking away from you. Especially if they have not, like, committed any crimes. Laramie's in Wyoming, thank you. Texas? Okay, I guess we're all confused about where it is. Phoenix DS, thank you. Should not be able to claim self-defense. Crossing the street to assault someone and then getting dummied to the ground where a firearm is pulled, you know? Binary Ghost, thank you. No penalties, but women can sue the state as in tax money. Those people need to stop paying taxes immediately. I mean, eventually, the people would get mad enough that their taxes are having to pay for that shit, right? Right? Eventually, there's going to be, like, a line that is crossed. You thought they said Wyoming? That was Laramie, Wyoming? Thank you. I couldn't remember where, like, which state they said it was in. Several places named Laramie. Yeah, I can imagine there are several. It's only a problem if you point it at people, but drawing and keeping it aimed down is okay. It depends on where you are, but yeah. Kelver voiced confidence that when all the facts are heard in the proper setting, it'll be clear that this was a defensive response to a frightening situation. I just ask that people not rush to judgment based on incomplete information. Kelver faces up to 16 years in prison and up to $12,000 in fines if convicted. How is it that they'll get, like, they probably won't get it, right? But, like, how is it that the penalty for this is so harsh when we see, like, actual murderers get way less than that? It's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. Can't start a fight, get your ass beat, and then pull out a gun because you lost. It's not justified. The charges are aggravated assault, up to 10 years in prison and $10,000 in fines. Possession of a deadly weapon with unlawful intent, up to 5 years in prison and $1,000 in fine. I don't like that. That sounds like a thought crime, man. Possession of a deadly weapon with unlawful intent, that's a fucking weird one. An interference with a peace officer, up to 1 year in jail and $1,000 in fines. Kelver was standing outside the Crow Bar at about 10 p.m. on September 13th, 2025, when an altercation unfolded after a man shouted something about the bar. Most of the other facts of the case are disputed. Laramie Police Department officer Hunter Rope wrote in an affidavit filed 2 days later that he, Rope, was called to respond to 2nd and Ivinson Streets on report of a fight and a person drawing a handgun. Rope spoke with Kelver on the scene. Kelver stated they pulled out a knife during the involvement, but did own a firearm supposedly located in her vehicle. Kelver stated that they were a transgender woman and a Native American. Native American like Elizabeth Warren, I guess? Like, what the fuck? Earlier in the evening, Kelver was near that intersection when a man, later identified as Scott Durham, yelled, "Hey, the Crowbar should be closing, you bunch of F-slurs." The affidavit relates from Kelver's interview. Kelver, who was a manager at the bar at the time, said this created tension because we have had, you know, incidents in the past with hateful vandalism and people making a fuss about our pride flags being up and stuff like that. Kelver has since stepped away from the manager job to deal with the case. The affidavit doesn't list Durham's full name, but a December court document recounting the county attorney's office effort to find out if Durham wanted restitution does. The document says Durham did not ask for restitution. Cowboy State Daily has been unable to contact Durham. That's weird. Kelver grew agitated and confronted Durham, asking, "What the fuck did you just say?" according to Kelver's account of the incident in the affidavit. Durham reportedly shoved Kelver to the ground. Kelver said Wednesday that this caused a back injury. Kelver described to Rope trying to draw a knife, but dropped it when she hit the ground. Officers searched the intersection and didn't find the knife, the affidavit says. So, okay, first of all, they're lying, but let's imagine the scenario in which they're not lying, right? If you go out to start a fight with someone who yelled something at you, and then you draw a knife in the middle of this confrontation, aren't you just admitting intent there? So if you drop your knife, which you intended to use, and then you pull out a firearm and point it at the guy's head while he's walking away, doesn't that make your entire situation worse? Like, why even come up with this knife lie, man? Question, where did the voice channels in Discord go? I think the mods might have reduced the amount of voice channels. I think this is why they got the intent charge. Yeah, right? Like, what the fuck? Admitting to menacing. Phoenix DS, thank you. They should have charged with brandishing a firearm with intent of intimidation. You know? Slendy Enderman, thank you. Oh, hell nah. You read ahead and saw they also claim being Native American. Get the fuck out with that Pocahontas wannabe ass. True? True? He was walking away aggressively. True. Officers searched the intersection and didn't find the knife, the affidavit says. The teal-colored firearm Kelver had allegedly claimed was in the car was rather in Kelver's side bag. A thick leather satchel, wrote Rope. Rope handed that to another officer. For that officer to clear it, the document says, adding a live round was found in the chamber. Excuse me. In Durham's account, Durham was walking north on the sidewalk across from the bar and yelled, "Fuck the crowbar," because he likes the Buckhorn bar better. Kelver demanded to know what Durham had said, and he repeated his statement. And Kelver, hand on hip, walked toward Durham and the other people with Durham, the latter alleged in his own account. So that's kind of funny. I wonder if this, like, Looney Tune was like, oh yeah, if I add that he said a slur, more people would take my side. That's what, like, the Black Lives Matter people do, right? They just lie about someone saying a slur and everyone takes their side. Oh, so we have a little retardation as a treat. Wait, so the only thing the guy said was that he didn't like the bar? It's kind of like he said, she said at this point, but I mean, the witnesses also, like we read, kind of corroborate the fact that the firearm was pulled, and another witness said that the guy also said only fuck the crowbar. So it does sound like the gender-confused individual is the one lying here. I'm so shocked. Where did I finish reading? Durham reportedly said Kelver's hand was in a black side bag, and Kelver approached Durham aggressively. Kelver and Holcomb both told Cowboy State Daily in separate Wednesday interviews that this was a 3-on-1 situation. And 2 other people were with Durham. Durham and
got paid by Big Daddy government.
Big Daddy!
Take my money for the Himbo farm.
Chef Lucha, thank you. Thank you, my guy. Thank you, Big Daddy government, for the paycheck. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. We are almost at our goal for the new AC. We're almost topped up, buddy. My credit card, it's crying. Even if he said, fuck you, British cigarette, that does not justify it doesn't. It doesn't, but it's always funny when they have to lie about it because they think it will give them more credence. Phoenix DS, thank you. Did they claim being 164th Jeep Cherokee? Probably, you know. Wastelander, thank you. Here in Virginia, despite all the dumbass gun laws since the dumbass government gun installed, if you draw your gun in self-defense, mag dump it, waving it around gets you arrested. Self-defense goes down to 0. That's a little weird. A little weird. Black Horizons, thank you for the proom. Thank you for prooming. Durham and another person whom the affidavit calls AS turned and walked west on the crosswalk toward the Buckhorn bar. But Kelver got face-to-face with Durham, hand still in the bag, the document says. Durham pushed Kelver away, causing Kelver to fall. Kelver drew a handgun from the bag in which Kelver's hand had been nestled during the approach, the affidavit alleges. Durham and AS kept walking away. Kelver racked the gun and pointed it at Durham's head, Rope recounted from Durham's account. AS, in his interview, said he believed part of the gun was blue, reportedly. Slendy Enderman, thank you. You're not sure how firearms instructors are elsewhere, but we're often encouraged to de-escalate or retreat when possible and even outright avoid troublesome areas. Got the power to destroy and a duty to be mindful of that. Yeah, exactly. Approaching this guy with his hand in the bag kind of also shows a purposeful intent there. Overlord Sombra, thank you. Looking after mom's pupper today. Don't know how the hell she fed him this morning, but he keeps throwing up. Oh no! Oh no, poor puppy, man. So we read the part about the witnesses and cameras, but it does seem like the witnesses are backing up the Durham account, not the account from the guy who got arrested. And they say that he pointed the gun at the guy's head. They say that the guy only said fuck the crowbar with no slurs. Yada yada, we read that. Wyoming has a law saying people who act in self-defense shall not be persecuted for it. Courts have answered that mandate by forming the Johns hearing, where a person charged with a violent crime can try to show evidence that makes it apparent, at first glance, that the person acted with self-defense. Then the prosecutor gets a chance to overcome that by showing a preponderance of evidence that the defendant didn't act with self-defense. It is uncommon for judges to dismiss cases at this stage. Often, they defer the self-defense question to a jury.
Self-defense mission? Absolutely, said Holcomb regarding whether Kelver will ask for a Johns hearing. But first, Kelver faces a June 24th arraignment in Albany County District Court. Johns hearings are challenging because they're difficult to win without calling one's client to testify, said Holcomb, and that takes a lot of preparation. As to Bird's claim of bias in this case, Holcomb said, that's something that only the investigating officer, and to some degree, Kurt, would be able to answer. Why they only charged my client and not this other guy. Why would they charge the other guy? What did the other guy do? As of Wednesday, no criminal charges for Durham had surfaced in the public-facing court file. This was one of Bird's points in support of his bias claim. Holcomb said he feels this is an important case and looks forward to fighting it. I think it's important we all have the same rights, not only a Second Amendment right to defend yourself, but we all have the right to due process and a trial. I'm just looking forward to ensuring that Rihanna's rights are protected throughout the rest of this process. For DevOps, thank you. Stories like this are why you never leave home without your Blastoise. No one's ever gotten arrested for sharing water. As long as you pull him out with extra energy cards, you know, so he can fight. Do. Binary Ghost, thank you. Just pointed it at his head, not man enough to pull the boom switch, eh? Well, he is cosplaying as a lady. Magnet Man, thank you. Fox Lady, here's something for the AC Fund. You're in South Carolina, and it's around 93 degrees fucking Fahrenheit. Please end your sun-based suffering. Thank you, Magnet Man. Thank you, Magnet Man. That's why you never leave home without Blue Eyes White Kirsche. You never know when you'll have to duel a random guy. True. True and real. No. The Albany County Attorney's Office charged Kelver on September 15th. The prosecutor negotiated at length with Kelver's first attorney, Linda Devine, the case file indicates. In November, Britzius knocked those charges down to 2 misdemeanors instead of 2 felonies and 1 misdemeanor. Those 2 misdemeanors were reckless endangering, up to 1 year in jail, as well as the interference charge already mentioned. Hyper Tanuki, thank you for those 6 months of pre-subs, dude. Hell yeah, pre-subbing, thank you. Thank you. In December, while Kelver faced only misdemeanors, the defendant sent a letter to the misdemeanor-level judge who was expected to handle the case, Judge Robert Sanford, apologizing for using the gun. Can you do that? That seems so fucking, like, sketchy. I was like, what the fuck? My dad told me no, so now I'm gonna go ask mom kind of shit. What the hell? Stream titles always tickle your brain. Hope you're having a good day today. Thank you. My stream titles are nonsense, and I love them. I do not wish to spend any time attempting to garner sympathy nor victimhood, wrote Kelver, according to the court file, in a very, very opaque attempt to garner sympathy and victimhood. I wish to offer my sincerest apologies and condolences to your court and to my community. Kelver maintained that the assault Kelver endured was not right, but did not give me the right to react the way I did. Oh my god! Why would you do this? I'm deeply sorry for this, wrote Kelver. I know I will do what is right to resolve this, but then the negotiations appear to have fallen apart. Devine asked for the court to delay Kelver's change of plea hearing multiple times and wrote in February that the state and defense were still working out details on sentencing recommendations. In March, Britzius' office ratcheted the case back up to the felony level. Sanford found probable cause to send it to the higher felony level court on May 27th, and Albany County District Court Judge Misha Westby is seeing the case now. He admitted guilt. Holy shit, man. The Safety Fox, thank you for the 9 months of Prune. And please enjoy a placenta milkshake. Steve Man Art, thank you for the 9 months. And big love for the News Fox. I'm glad you're not melting anymore. And you love the new collabs. Look forward to more. I also look forward to more. I will need to rope more people into really weird horror games. Thank you. Thank you, Safety Fox and Steve Man, my guys. And Steve Man, please have... Oh, God. Please have some placenta hard candy. Wouldn't be surprised if they have security footage which shows him as the clear aggressor, you know? Yeah, I did it, but I'm sorry type shit. Jen Jacko, thank you. Now you need a Blue Eyes White Kirsche grip for your World War II 1911. Miss Chubby Bunny! Thank you for the 11 months. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. They found evidence that this should have been a harsher charge, so they tried to preempt and plea down. God damn, man. God damn. As for self-defense, state law basically says self-defense is appropriate when it reciprocates an actual or threatened, reasonably perceived threat. I'm the butter dog, buddy. Let's fucking go.
Butter dog. Fat man, thank you!
I told a guy who spit on the floor in the bathroom that it was disgusting and he could spit in the sink. He asked if I wanted to fight, but I'd already started walking away. It wasn't worth risking getting stabbed by some balloon-headed white guy.
Balloon-headed white guy! Yeah, true and real. Do you not want to get stabbed in a bathroom? Also, why spit on the floor instead of the sink in the first place? The fuck's wrong with that guy? Like, I don't even like spitting outside on the ground. Like, I feel like it's just kind of gross, right? Like, if I get phlegm and I'm in the car, I'll like spit it into a tissue or a bottle, man. I'm not spitting out the window. That's like low-class behavior, man. Speaking of butter dog, you just made a comfy Riot thumbnail art for the fox suit. Oh, thank you! Binary Mind should grab that. Gamer subs. It's got what cartoon foxes crave. Hell yeah, buddy. Low IQ activities. Yeah, Kirsche, but you're a dainty, polite lady raised by your meme properly. Others aren't. It's super gross. At least spit in the dirt or grass if you have to. Yeah, it's just gross, man. Star Phoenix, thank you, Kelver. In my defense, Your Honor, I'm kind of retarded. You know? Defensive force is reasonable when someone in the defender's situation would judge it necessary to prevent an injury or loss, and no more. Deadly force is appropriate if necessary to prevent imminent death or serious bodily injury to oneself or others. A person attacked in a place where lawfully present doesn't have a duty to retreat, as long as the person isn't engaged in a crime and isn't the initial aggressor. Well, that's where our loony friend fails at this point. Oh my god. Your sense of cleanliness is a sign. Jesus Christ. So that was a bit of a wild trip. And speaking of wild trip, I have no idea what's going on currently with the LA election. However, Skid Row homeless claim that they've been paid to vote for Karen Bass and Nithya Rahman. Wow. Imagine my shock. When you were in Germany, a dude in your company knocked a German civilian out while drunk for not washing his hands. God damn, that's crazy. Nobody is shocked. A series of shocking videos show homeless residents on Los Angeles' Skid Row claiming they were paid to vote for Mayor Karen Bass and Councilwoman Nithya Rahman. What the fuck? What the hell? This new Little Mermaid remake going crazy. California Post obtained copies of the videos after they were published Tuesday on the TikTok account Lane Needs Spencer Pratt. The footage, recorded near 7th Street and Flower Street in downtown Los Angeles on Tuesday morning, has since been provided to the Department of Justice. It also follows the Post's revelation that thousands of homeless voters were registered to shelters where they didn't live. One shelter in Venice, where 185 Rahman voters were registered, received $600,000 from taxpayer care of the socialist Rahman. What? One shelter in Venice, where 185 Rahman voters were registered, received $600,000 from taxpayers' care of the socialist Rahman. I can't parse what this sentence means. I don't know what the end of the sentence is saying. Like, the shelter gets $600,000, but it's also... the socialist owns the shelter? Or like, is she already a politician in power somewhere? I don't know what that means. The shelter was paid. I guess? Sly Maverick, thank you. Just finished your shower? About the guy that got game-ended in New York. This is why you hope the Knicks lose. Screw New York City. What the heck? What the heck? Pudding Simon, thank you. Idicomne? I don't know what that means. What does that mean? Binary Ghost, thank you. There's an old Chappelle joke where a cop pulls him over and he says, "I'm sorry, I didn't know I couldn't do that," and they let him go. Legit defense. sometimes that can be a legit defense. If it's a very low-level kind of crime. Like, if they pull you over and you have, like, a tail light out and you didn't know, sometimes they'll let you go. Be like, you just gotta get that fixed if I see that again, you know? Ramon is a co-owner of the shelter, and she signed a bill that funded those shelters. Thank you. Thank you for parsing it, because I was like, what the fuck does that mean? Care of, abbreviated as CO, means a letter or package is being sent to you via a third party or intermediary at an address where they usually receive mail, so something like that with money? No, what that other guy said is what makes sense. Co-owner of the shelter and signed a bill that funded the shelters. Thank you for the information. Glenn, thank you. Don't know what's worse, that they sold their soul or how little they sold it for, you know? In one of the clips, a man who calls himself Kevin Shepard claims he received $4 to vote for Bass. Man, that's all it cost? Buying votes is cheap as fuck. When asked whether he would also have been paid to vote for Ramon, Shepard answered yes and said Spencer Pratt was not among the candidates he was encouraged to support. They gave you an optional choice, Shepard claimed, alleging that she was offered $2 but negotiated for a higher payment and ultimately received $4. Shepard further claimed he completed a mail-in ballot for Bass. I had to go back and read because I used the pronoun she and then they changed it to he. So I went back and read and they just didn't use any pronoun. I auto-filled it. It just said alleging the was offered. I can't tell if this is AI or if whoever wrote this just did not do any kind of editing. They sold out LA for $4. Yeah, I mean, like, what the? That's crazy low. Shepard further claimed he completed a mail-in ballot for Bass and deposited it in a ballot box. Skid Row resident Renee Johnson, 39, also claimed she received $5 after being told to vote for Bass. Wait a minute, hold on. If this is Renee Johnson... No, this is Renee Johnson. Okay, so Renee Johnson got $5 and Shepard got $4. I don't know if this is Shepard or not. This is just obtained by CA Post. Are they paying people more depending on their skin color? What? This is like a multi-layered what the fuck? Johnson said she supported Bass, but told the creator she was still unclear about some of the forms she had completed. You know, at the time, I didn't know that was going on, she said. I was just trying to make $5, you know, but I didn't do the fraud. When asked if she thought it was fraud, she said she thought that it was fraudulent behavior. She also said she thought people were being taken advantage of. Another woman who said she was living on the street also claimed she accepted money to vote for Mayor Bass. It was like $2, the unidentified woman said, adding that, yeah, they came out here all the time. The content creator behind the video said he visited the area after being alerted by a friend who works nearby and claimed to have seen political volunteers operating in the neighborhood in the lead up to the election. Everybody said it was normal, the content creator told the Post. They said people came through all the time. The creator said he spent about 2 hours speaking with residents, many of whom claimed voter registration and outreach efforts were a routine part of life on Skid Row before Election Day. What the frick? DEI even has infested voter fraud. She could have just been a better negotiator. Maybe she was just like, I'm gonna negotiate me $5 and not a penny less. And they were like, all right, you drive a hard bargain. So you were complicit. Every man or woman has his or her price, you know? Fun fact, there is approximately 43,000 people that live in Skid Row, and Ramon got 43,000 extra mail-in ballots for her. Really makes you think. Giggity Grant, thank you. Did I see Carmelo Anthony supporters telling a reporter to leave the family's tent? A big group followed as they left. Cops only got involved when the reporter touched his gun. No, I didn't see that. What? Nina Love, thank you. The first of many. Much love, gorgeous Foxu in chat. Thank you. Thank you. $2, not even a 40 ounce. I know. That's so low, man. The creator said he spent about 2 hours speaking with residents, many of whom claimed voter registration and outreach efforts were a routine part of life on Skid Row before Election Day. Can I just say? Series of shocking videos, obtained the videos. They don't even say the name of the content creator. That's kind of fucked up. Like, this entire article, they've just been referring to the person as, like, the creator. But, like, who the fuck is it? Wait, like, you can't just refer to them as the content creator and not tell me their fucking name. What is this? It's the guy in the shades. Is it? I don't think it is. That looks like another person they were talking to. Small town officers in some big cities have to purchase their own sidearm. That's right. Cousin to the architect. Like, they just don't mention who made the videos. That's kind of fucked up. You're pretty sure that it was James O'Keefe? Why wouldn't they just say that it's James O'Keefe if he's the one that did this? Small Nyanta, thank you for the 11 months. Congrats on the collabs with Cha-Cha and Count. Really happy for you. Hell yeah, buddy. Hell yeah. News articles respecting content creator efforts. I mean, I know. It's a hard ask. Newly Wired, thank you. Something you were wondering. The female to male get the testosterone injections, but it almost always seems to be the male to female ones that rage out. Biology sure is weird. You know? It's the Post and they're jealous of O'Keefe. That's kind of fucking funny. Several residents allege that groups regularly visited the area asking people to sign paperwork, though some acknowledge they did not fully understand what they were signing. According to multiple residents interviewed on camera, outreach workers allegedly visited the area as often as 3 to 5 times a week before the election, with several organizations purportedly involved. A fourth resident, identified as Mark Sanchez, claimed he had been approached repeatedly by political canvassers. To sign a petition for the mayor or different things in office, they paid me $4 or $5 in different accounts, Sanchez claimed. Sanchez further alleged the pay. What the fuck is that? An unnamed woman. They have like fucking scientist henchman physiognomy. What the fuck? That's crazy. To sign a petition for the mayor, different things in office, they paid me $4 to $5 in different accounts. Sanchez further alleged the payments occurred multiple times. It happened more than 4 or 5 times, he claimed. The video surfaced one day after former reality TV star Spencer Pratt was eliminated from the Los Angeles mayoral race as Ramon surged into contention for a runoff spot. California Post was unable to independently verify the claims made in the video. However, the Post visited several locations with large concentrations of registered voters on Monday and Tuesday and spoke with nearly 20 individuals about voting and voter registration. Many said that they knew they were registered to vote but could not recall who registered them, whether they had recently voted, or what happened to their ballots after registration. Don Garza, a disabled military veteran who has lived on Skid Row since 1999, said voter registration is common in Skid Row and that nonprofit organizations regularly conduct voter registration drives throughout the area. We're tired of it. We don't want people coming in and deciding elections and taking advantage of us, Garza said. Every one of them thinks they have claim to our voice. They think they speak for us. A Los Angeles chapter of the Democratic Socialists of America, of course, openly promotes a guide instructing volunteers on how to encourage voters to cast ballots on the spot and hand them over for delivery. The practice, commonly known as ballot harvesting, is legal in California but remains highly controversial. The guide, titled How To Ballot Delivery, was published by the Los Angeles chapter of the Democratic Socialists of America in May 2022 and remains available online. The instructions provide a step-by-step process for collecting completed mail ballots and urge volunteers to repeatedly press voters to submit them immediately. Will you vote now? The guide tells volunteers to ask before adding, ask at least 3 times. The California Post reached out to Bass and Ramon campaigns for further comment, but did not hear back. Ballot harvesting is legal in California. What the fuck? It's all so tiresome, man. I have absolutely no idea how California is just this completely fucked. Near the top of the article, the California Post obtained copies from the videos, and they were published Tuesday on the TikTok account, Lane Needs Spencer Pratt. Thank you. Lane Needs Spencer Pratt. So it's just like an anonymous account, I guess. They didn't say like who they were. Thank you, KB. Thank you, KB. You feel bad for North Cali through many years of attrition? God damn. Charlie Kelly Esquire, thank you. You can only choose one, pro-Palestine or pro-Iran. What did he mean by this? Liam Sexton, thank you. It's been a fun morning. Got off work, went home, had to go back in for a few minutes, and then work locked down and you got stuck. Gonna take a nap now. The fuck happened at your work? How did you get locked down? You alright, buddy? New York Post, same outlet that consistently refers to female teachers graping their students as having sex with. It's unfortunate that the New York Post typically posts more information on stuff than other places, so I use them pretty frequently, despite, yeah, them still doing some pretty weird things. You have to harvest the ballots at the peak of freshness and then lightly toast them to bring out the flavor. Binary Ghost, thank you. Didn't California make this type of journalism illegal after that whole daycare thing? This is an illegal article. Stop reading immediately. I'm not entirely sure what's going on with that Nick Shirley act. I don't know if it's fully passed or if it only passed like one of their chambers or some shit. I have no idea. I do not remember the last update we read. It's to help prevent fraud, according to Gavin Newsom. Ah, yes, prevent fraud by facilitating more of it. No big deal. No big deal. Vladimir Crystal, thank you. Imagine if Republicans did this too. Oh, they would be screeching, man. Since when is press illegal in the US? Since the press was independent and uncovering fraud instead of covering for them. There's an interesting sign on a city-owned building. Display at the Torpedo Factory Art Center in Alexandria, Virginia. This is a city-owned building, and the mayor is, this person. Aaliyah Gaskins, mayor of the city of Alexandria, Virginia, Public Health and Urban Planning. And it's, got a sign that says, Charlie Kirk, was a piece of shit. Deny, defend, depose. What a interesting sign to have on a government building. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Nick Shirley will have some trouble with the First Amendment, you know? Zenik, thank you for the czars. Ballot harvesting is literally how our cronies stay in power where you are. They round up poor people, give them KFC and goodies for a vote. Democracy, my ass!
Protect against the recently passed Stop Nick Shirley Act.
That's possible. It's possible why they did it on an anonymous TikTok account as well, because it's like that sounds like somebody that's just run by a couple of people that went down there and did interviews, and they're not like actual content creators, right? They were just like, we need to get this information out to people. Cataclystia, thank you. Perhaps I read that already, or the TTS read that already. Sorry, I'm a little discombobulated for some reason. My mind is on Digimon. Cataclystia, thank you. And yeah, it's not really democracy anymore when you're buying votes. If you are bribing for votes, it is no longer a democracy at that point. Or maybe it's democracy manifest because, you know, no, all's fair in love and war. She's digimaxing. He was a citizen and you're the literal government? The fuck you mean depose? Subversives, man. A very, very weird sign to have on the building. She's digimaxing. I wish I was. We have an update on Shiloh Hendricks as well. Tom Hennessy posting an update about her and her family. She says, hello, I hope you are all doing well. My family and I are still enjoying our new lives in the country and taking full advantage of the peace and quiet. We've added 3 new pets to the family, a very large German Shepherd pup named Fenrir, who's going to be a great guard dog, and has brought us several animal offerings. We also got 2 kittens for my boys named Cookie and Waffles. It's cute watching them play and grow together, and my eldest son graduated kindergarten in May with a wonderful ceremony complete with cap and gown. My youngest son is now over 2.5 and is proving to be an excellent artist. It's quite impressive. My husband continues to work hard for our family so I can care for the children and the household. We are so blessed. I know many of you that the motion to dismiss my charges was denied. I was hopeful the law would prevail, but our 2-tiered justice system thought otherwise. Minnesota never ceases to amaze me. Our freedom of speech is under attack. Europeans are under attack. We see it more and more every day. It's sickening and it needs to stop. We have to keep fighting. I refuse to let our folk be silenced and erased. It's easy to feel alone sometimes. I constantly remind myself that you are all out there supporting me and that I haven't been forgotten. My trial is set for July 20th at 9 a.m. Help. And this will be a huge moment for our freedom. Tribal Order made a playing card of me, which has helped cover some of my court costs. If you haven't seen it, I suggest checking it out. It's beautifully made, and I am so grateful. I have no idea what that means. Any donations I receive will go toward my attorney fees. I appreciate all your love and support. Thank you so much. Hail victory, Shiloh. And for those who don't remember, she is in trouble for saying the N-word at a park, which I have absolutely no idea how she's on trial for something like that. That seems kind of crazy. The max that she could get, I guess, is 180 days in jail plus fine. She faces 2 counts of misdemeanor disorderly conduct for the April 2025 playground incident involving alleged racial slurs towards a child. She's cute too, lucky guy. Is my mind wandering? Try gamer subs. Why am I on screen twice? What do you mean? So I trust this guy with the updates because he's given updates on Shiloh before, but still it is like a Twitter person, you know, grain of salt and all. Not a sign, that was an art display, maybe some kind of citizen art display. You can see the artist info in the bottom left corner. Still terrible, but not an official government sign. It's not an official government sign, it's on an official government building. I don't know why you insist to try and correct me and be wrong every time it happens. All the while, the kid that tried to rob her gets off for free. Interesting choice of words. Let's see the German translation for it. Wait, what do you mean by this? Prison time for non-violent offenders has actually been reduced due to prison population. Now it's as low as 1/3 of the sentence time. Knew this because one of your family is a victim going to court. What the heck? City-owned building, yes. Sorry, you thought this was America, except actually, what the fuck is the speech crime nonsense? Hail victory is the... Oh, what the why would she say that? What the fuck? What's German for hail victory? Why would she say that? What the hell? One of these days, though, imagine how good it'll feel if he's actually right. Well, thank you for telling me, chat. Because holy fuck, I'm glad you told me before people could, like, fucking run with some nonsense false headline on Twitter. Jesus Christ. She doesn't know what it translates. Why would I know that? Why the fuck would I know that, of all things? A hail victory is a translation of a German phrase from the 40s. Jesus Christ. You studied German? Yeah! To speak the language, not to be a Nazi. Kirsche means cherry in German. God, good God, man. Okay, moving on. I retweeted this as well because, wow, I've been showing off how Miss Rachel is a corrupt weirdo for a while now. And libs of TikTok pointing out how that's continuing. If only people had known about this sooner. Miss Rachel outside Delaney Hall DHS Center in New Jersey, which, if you guys forgot, Delaney Hall is the place where, like, all those riots were happening the other week. Singing about knocking down walls and freeing criminal illegal aliens. Parents, keep your kids away. It's like these people are incredibly dangerous because they are pumping this fuel into the soft skulls of these children. And even if the children are, like, bored and they don't care and they're not really paying attention, they're still being inundated with this kind of culture from all sides.
I'll sing from here and you sing from there. Together we'll sing down the walls everywhere. With love in our hearts rising up like the sea. Together we'll sing until everyone's free. I love you guys.
So weird. Your lefty sister feeds your niece this and you hate it? I would genuinely ask her to stop. Miss Rachel is a big October 7th enjoyer. Fuck Miss Rachel, stupid terrorist fangirls. It's very weird. It's very weird. Recently found there's a small town in your area called Fox Chapel. Never felt more at home. Why does she dress like a special needs adult? Because she's a children's presenter? Her outfit makes sense to be like a children's, you know, show person. Ollie Wally, thank you. Yeah, why would Kirsche know any German? I just like, what the fuck? Quando Bandri, what the fuck? Man, I told Dankula in like the pre-show about the Quando Bandwi slur situation with YouTube. And he was like, oh yeah, you know, they got a point. We can't have any bundlies around here. I don't want no bundlies around my daughter. I was like, oh no.
Homeless votes on me as a treat.
Thank you. I will buy some homeless votes to fix air conditioners in the future. Thank you. Thank you, my Crundla, for the 500 fucking slaves. Absolutely massive. This guy's crundling all over the place. I'm being bundled. For that kind of money, you can buy a lot of homeless slaves. Thank you. Thank you. I can buy the homeless slaves. Thank you, Quandle Bundly. We got crundled boys. I love the expansion of our lore. He's crundling out. You're late because you were watching the One Piece live action with the girlfriend. It was Tony Choppa episodes, which are integral to our enjoyment. I don't know what a Tony Choppa is. Those slaves only count for 300 votes. What the fuck? Jen Jacko, thank you. With how aggro the left is these days, you can't come to any other conclusion than that they want to kick off the Second Civil War and somehow they think they'll win. I feel like they think they'll win because they have the institutional support of literally everyone, everywhere. Right? Like, none of the actual humans support them, but the corporations and institutions do. And so they're like, clearly we'll just win, because we're the good guys. Is Quundling like Keeming the Keemcock? Chopper's a smart Kirsche that went to medical school. What the heck? What the heck? Anamonia. Our side has the guns. Let's see here. Let's see here. Oh, on the point of illegals. Ollie Wally, thank you. A $5 more dodes to say, none of your teachers ever had to dress like a child. Mr. Roger dressed like an adult, just saying. I mean, yeah. I think about, like, Blue's Clues. That guy just kind of, he dressed, like, normally, but I don't think I would have batted an eye if he put on overalls. I would have been like, oh, he's a farmer today. I love farmers. I want some corn. To be fair, they don't need to actually fight to win. They can just do a siege type situation like in Bolivia, where if you shoot them, the government is going to look bad and won't do it. Fair. Fair. Chopper is from One Piece and does not matter despite his neat-looking appearance. Oh, I don't know anything about the One Piece. I have not watched and have no desire to watch the One Piece. Anamonia. Let me see here. Damn, why do my DMs look so funny right now? What the hell? What the hell? Blue Mew, thank you. Chop is a One Piece character. Ask Leaflet for more info and she'll out-yap you. I'm assuming she is a massive One Piece fan. Big One Piece kind of lady. The One Piece is real. Miss Rachel aims at very young children. The way she dresses is very on brand. Yeah, I don't see an issue with the way she dresses for like the job that she does. That doesn't surprise me, right? Like she could dress up like Little Miss Muffet and I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense. Digital Ham Warrior, thank you for the 25 months. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. You never met someone with a Luffy profile pic that wasn't actually retarded. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. Anamonia. Forget One Piece. You want the whole family bucket of chicken. Speaking of illegals, Travis posting this article saying, very happy to see that the Ware Police Department has signed a contract with ICE to help deport illegals. Vanyana Casa. I don't know what that means. It happened too many times. Someone doing children's programming has dark motives. Always be suspicious. I mean, there's plenty of reasons to be suspicious of Miss Rachel. She's shown that she is a duplicitous propaganda artist. Her clothing has nothing to do with that, though. Base, they must all go home. Where Hillsborough Police Departments join ICE task force contracts. This was originally produced by the Concord Monitor. Okay. Police departments in Ware and Hillsborough joined a federal immigration enforcement contract, beginning a process that will allow local police officers to conduct some immigration operations. Help. Ware entered the contract, called a 287 agreement, on June 2nd. According to a list of participating agencies kept by U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement. Hillsborough joined on May 31st. Copies of the contracts were not yet publicly available. The agreements under ICE's so-called task force model generally authorize local police, while carrying out their normal operations, to arrest and interrogate people for warrants or on suspected immigration violations. They can also issue immigration detainers and hold custody of people arrested locally or by ICE, as well as transport them to ICE-approved detention centers. Police departments can receive federal funding for immigration-related work. Police chiefs Christopher Moore of Weir and Christopher Parsons of Hillsborough did not immediately respond to interview requests. 20 other law enforcement agencies across New Hampshire have signed on, as listed by ICE on June 3rd. In total, that includes the New Hampshire State Police, 3 county sheriff's offices, and 18 municipal police departments. These agencies have made at least 51 immigration arrests in September, as reported by New Hampshire, or NHPR, Public Radio. New Hampshire Public Radio. New Hampshire is the only state in New England to have its police departments join task force agreements with ICE, as encouraged last year by Governor Kelly Ayotte. She also signed a law last year banning local so-called sanctuary and welcoming policies that would prevent police from working with ICE. Hell yeah, send them all back over the border to Massachusetts. Look at the AC bar. Yeah, we're almost fucking there. It's almost done. Binary Ghost, thank you. Speaking of children's entertainment, you found out that R.L. Stine made Eureka's Castle and hated Barney for outshining his show. Suspect he was subliminally making children hate Barney in his books. That would be really funny. I read a lot of Goosebumps when I was a kid. I don't think I've ever heard of Eureka's Castle. I don't think I've heard of that. Shockingly sensible. Yeah, it's nice to see police departments that actually want to work together with immigration enforcement to make their local community safer, instead of trying to make everything worse for everyone. Thank you. Thank you for being sensible, police departments. Eureka's Castle is the GOAT? I've never heard of it. I never watched that as a kid. You prefer Eureka's Castle? I guess I'm in the minority who's never heard it before. Have I seen the happenings over in Belfast? Yeah, we're gonna get to that. I have a fuck ton of Belfast tabs. Matt Larson, thank you for the AC. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Cops doing their job? No way. I know. Never before seen. Eureka's Castle mentioned. Let's fucking go. It was a Nick Jr. show. Your older sister remembered it more than you. She was born in 1987, so it might have been slightly before your time. Eureka's Castle. Eureka's Castle. Images. Yeah, I have never seen this in my life. I've never seen this. You know, why? Instead of being angry at Barney, couldn't they have been friends and done like a dinosaur crossover? Have like a Barney and I guess the dinosaur's name is Eureka. I could have like an epic. This is like a dollar store Miss Piggy, kind of.
AC Gober Munya.
Battleizer, thank you for the cold air. Thank you, my guy. Thank you, thank you. You also haven't heard of it? When you were in the age range for Barney Teletubbies, they said you didn't care for it and jumped straight to watching actual Goosebumps. Huh. Looks like someone from Dark Crystal. I could see that. I could see that. You remember this show? It blew your kid mind. Can we get an even louder keyboard? It really scratches a mental itch. I like my keyboard. It's got nice ticky-tackies. Speaking of nice ticky-tackies, holy shit, I'm so excited to read this story. I saw this tweet and I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck am I reading? Hidden, thank you. Who else heard Urethra's Castle? No, not Urethra, Eureka. Twitch streamer who was caught cheating with her cousin through a camera in her cat's litter box has responded. She apologized for her actions, but also accused her ex of abuse during their relationship. Just Twitch streamer things. Cat litter box? Yeah, what the fuck is a cat litter box camera, man? What the fuck are we doing? Was always accusing them of abuse? Jesus Christ. Look at her eyes. There's just no light in them, man. Twitch streamer responds to viral cheating scandal after being caught by cat litter box camera. I wish there were clips. There is, yes! Twitch streamer Catalina, previously known as Kvertez, has responded after her ex-boyfriend, I'm Not Kenneth, accused her of cheating on him with her cousin. The streamer posted a 12-minute video addressing the controversy, apologizing to her ex and supporters, while also denying several claims that spread online following Kenneth's viral video. I want to start off by taking full accountability for what I did, Catalina said. I want to start off by apologizing to the person that I hurt the most in this situation, which was my ex. The response comes days after Kenneth shared a video claiming he discovered explicit messages between Catalina and her cousin after accessing footage from a camera built into a smart litter box located in her bathroom. All right, now I have some more questions, right? If he accessed a camera that is built into a smart litter box that was in her bathroom, how the fuck did he use that camera to read text messages on her phone? That's my question. I'm also glad that it was a camera that was built into the litter box, because that title originally made me think that, like, he put a camera in the litter box specifically to catch her. And the cat litter box company can do the biggest troll of the decade by using this as an advertisement. You heard he saw the text previously and then checked the camera. His bathroom.
Hello everyone, I'm here to say my
You're here to not do anything because I can't speed up the video in bed. Oh my god, you're pretty sure he saw the messages and then saw her banging on the camera? What the fuck? Does she have comments turned off? Oh my god, I will give it to her. She is very brave for not turning off the comments. I think like 99% of other content creators in this position would have absolutely turned off the fucking comments. So brave on her for that one. Shorty done lost her damn mind. Devil Fruit Zero, thank you. You hope to help poor unfortunate foxes that have no AC. Bought the Digimon game because Digimon are the champions. Playing after the Foxy stream. Fuck yeah, buddy! We might be playing together after the Foxy stream. It was his bathroom in his own house. He heard her talking to her cousin and had suspicions of something going on, so he checked the camera, and then after he saw her shaking her bare ass to her cousin on her phone, he grabbed her phone and started going through it and locked her out of his room. These relationships, there's people are doing like way too fucking much, dude. Holy shit. Jesus, like I just want a nice, calm relationship where like the most exciting thing that happens to me is you come home with like a new type of pastry from our favorite local bakery, right? Or like maybe if you really want to get me surprised, like you bring home a tiny kitten. You know, like, oh, well, we already have 3 of those, but why another one? I found it outside and I felt sad. I can't say no to that. John in English, thank you. They've lost their minds.
Hello, everyone. I'm here to say my truth and share my story on the things that have been released on the internet and the things that have happened to me. First and foremost, I want to start off by taking full accountability for what I did. I want to start off by apologizing to—
Is this forewarning that there's not going to be any account? Like, how do you even take accountability? Like, I'm not even talking about the cheating part right now, right? But like, your cousin, man, what the fuck?
The person I hurt the most in this situation, which was my ex. I want to say sorry to my supporters that I disappointed. I did a lot of things that I'm not proud of, and I have to own up to them. To my ex, I'm so sorry for hurting you, and I'm sorry that I did not take your feelings into consideration when I did what I did. But our relationship was not picture perfect as it may seem. I lost myself.
Hold on, we're gonna do multi-video drifting. Apparently, she's responding to this video. So we gotta watch this video before we finish her response. It's like that clip from the show we watched a year or so ago where the cousins were hitting on each other on the beach. Oh no, it's all coming full circle, man.
My fucking girlfriend cheated on me with her.
Can I know this is important, but I love this guy's fucking room. I love this guy's fucking room. What are we doing? First of all, he's got Goon Cave street sign. I'm assuming this is a One Piece character, but it looks like Orihime from Bleach to me. And then he's got Fat Peter Griffin above his bed, and his bed has like taillight. There's like a weird gremlin creature on top of his Mario boxes. I love this guy's room. What the fuck?
My fucking girlfriend cheated on me with her cousin. See, shit like this ain't even funny, because I wouldn't have even wished this on my worst enemy.
True.
Who the fuck prayed on my downfall this much for some shit like this to happen to me? Now, I'm not gonna drop no name.
I thought that he had a microphone, like one of those little tiny microphone bulbs on the side of his face, but now I can't tell if that's a birthmark or like a tiny star tattoo. She hated seeing PETA while in bed. Babe, the fat Peter watches us while we're in bed. That's non-negotiable. You said that you have a top-of-the-line security system. Does that face recognition? I'm also running Analyze. Cheems Ball's masterpieces for health and potential intruders. Cheems Ball's not allowed outside.
Or anything, but y'all know who she was. You know, I posted with her, you know, obviously she's my ex now. I don't even know why I say girlfriend, bro. We made content together. We dated for a couple of years, and all of that ended recently, bro. I had to call it quits, bro. As of last week, I had to call it quits, bro. I caught her cheated on me in my house. Keep in mind, I pay all the bills in this motherfucker, bro, and she had the audacity to cheat on me with her blood cousin. Now, you're probably asking, how is she still roaming the earth? Me, personally, I would have put her 6 feet under, but nah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Yeah, it's like a different type of self-control I had in that moment where I was just like, you know what, bro? It's not worth it. I have no enemies. On some Thorfinn, Vinland Saga type shit. But to be honest, I think this was just my canon event. You know, it was bound to happen. Everyone tried to warn me about these light skins, but I tried to take on the challenge.
Now, Kenny, what does he mean by this? Is that a stereotype? Blue Mew 22, thank you. The pillow is Nami from One Piece. The mangaka's wife plays her in the stage play, so her outfits are designed to make his wife wear them. That's really cute. That's really cute. You know what he means, Jesus. What the fuck? Vinland Saga, you like him. Okay, so Kirsche. Oh, goody, race. This is black on black racism. This is like, there's something wrong with them light-skinned blacks, is what he's saying. And I'm just like, hold on, wait a minute. I'm not qualified to understand this type of racism.
Look at me, my nigga. You're probably wondering, how did I catch her cheating? What exactly happened? Well, this is what the fuck I did. So it was like last week.
Stop it! Go away. Not him. That bar
like
thing. I don't know what the fuck that was.
Bro, I was like literally in the crib. She was taking a shower or whatever, bro. Really quick though, here's some filler information, bro. So lately, bro, I've been noticing she's always on FaceTime with this nigga, bro. And it's her cousin, bro. She's always on FaceTime with her cousin.
Weird.
But it's like, what normal person would think that's weird? Like that's her cousin. Like I thought it was on some normal ass shit. Like, you know, like I guess I didn't realize that they were sleeping on the phone together.
Well, yeah, like why would you ever come to that conclusion? That's fucking grotesque. Normal people don't do that.
Every time I would come near her, she would go on mute or whatever. But that's not the point. She was in the shower and I heard her talking on FaceTime. So that was like a red flag. So I walked near that restroom. Like, this is my restroom. Then there's like another room and another restroom over there. I walked near that restroom. The doors are locked, which was also suspicious because why are you locking the doors? But I heard her say the word.
She cheated on him while he was in the crib sipping Dr. Perky. How could she? The Dr. Perky time is sacred. God damn it. And take a shot every time he says like. I mean, you know. Bored DevOps, thank you for the wine. You just like his room because there's no Funko Pop? Yeah, because Funko Pops are for losers! I hate Funko Pop.
Gains, as in like gym gains, and I heard yams come out her mouth. And once I heard that, I'm like, who are you on FaceTime with, and why are you talking about yams, my nigga? So basically,
yeah, that's a great
I have
question.
like a little cat litter box, but it's like a AI advanced $900 litter box that has a camera.
He's got the same litter box as me. Those things are primo. Highly recommend.
For some reason, and it's in her restroom, so I was able to connect to that shit. And I basically seen her at the mirror of her restroom with her phone plopped up. You know, the FaceTime shit was on, her camera was on, and she was on FaceTime just showing straight yams to that nigga. Like I'm talking about 360s in the camera, grabbing yams, just everything, bro. Butt ass naked, bro. And at that moment, bro, my heart sunk, bro. I was like, damn, it's GG's. She just cheated on me. But that's not how it ended, though. I'm not gonna lie, bro, because I didn't want to make it seem like I knew and I caught her and she was gonna try to play victim. So I walked up to her room, I knocked on the door. I was like, let me see your phone real quick. I grabbed her phone and I noticed her like grabbing that shit, like, but like not really grabbing it in like a way where like she made it obvious she was hiding something. So I just grabbed it and sped walked to my room and then I locked my door. And that's when she started banging on my door saying, Kenneth, open the door, give me my phone.
No matter what happens, we can't have any hidden resentment or bad feelings that could fuck our bond up. Like, if we go through a breakup or something, obviously it might not feel good, but no matter what, we can't have hidden resentment after or once, N-words, get in the next relationship or anything. If we feel something, we gotta say it and talk about it. I'm talking about on both sides. You feel me? And she said, it just started. Can we resume this momentarily? But, and they said, yeah. And she said, that promise is a hard one to keep. The fuck am I reading?
Kenneth! Okay, I have clothes on. Can you open the door, please?
Oh, no. She fucked, bro. I don't know what these are. Is this what voice messages looks like on iPhone? Because this looks really fucking weird. I feel you. I don't got any words of encouragement because I don't want to feel this either. We got to make a promise now. She said, it gets like that. Something, this is what we signed up for? The sacrifice? What promise?
Hello?
Hello? Above that, I'd just be worried from us getting this intertwined. Like, if we had to end it, that I would be heartbroken and have to go through these emotions again, or that I'll feel a way when you eventually get with somebody else. That's true, I know I'll never lose you. What the fuck is happening? This is not how you talk to family!
Kenneth! Hello?
Oh my god! Oh my god, it's... What? You can, like, make text scrambled eggs? What kind of fucking magic is this?
Hello?
Look, I was like, is she writing in Japanese? What is that? And then he just, like, magicked the Japanese away and it was in English. What the fuck am I seeing? That's so cool.
Kenneth, please.
Like, I'd be thinking, this isn't gonna go anywhere, not because either of us don't want it to, but because it can't, and that'd be fucking me up on something. I really wish we just weren't cousins. Bruh.
Please, please, open the door, let's talk.
You're actually like a psychopath, gang.
I love how fucking calm he is. Just, yeah, you're a fucking psychopath. That's true. I know I'll never lose you. I just be worried from us getting this intertwined. Okay, we read that. I would have to be heartbroken to have to go through the swing of things with you. I don't want shit to get sticky. Yo, out of topic, but I'm seeing this in 4DX. It's so fucking cool. The chairs are moving and vibrating, and there's wind and steam and rain and sound effects. It feels like you're in a roller coaster. What the fuck is she talking about?
Please.
Like you really are fucked up in the head.
Please talk, please.
Nah, gang, we're good. I'm
Just
good.
open the door.
I'm good off of you, bro.
But look at that. He's like unmatryoshka dolling her messages. They're like fucking hidden behind a weird swipe feature. They're nestled in other messages. She's been hiding some crazy shit. She's hiding shit with technology I didn't even know fucking existed. This is like advanced cheating. These aren't bars, they're barely twigs. Jesus Christ.
Get out my house.
Open the door.
Get out my house, bro.
Can I talk to you, please? Can I please open the door? Let's talk first. If this is it, let me just talk to
No,
you.
this is it, gang.
Okay, that's fine. Let me talk to you though.
Hold on, he's swiping.
Can we have
He's revealing the magic messages while she's like... I think after Kentucky, I'm deeper. What does that mean? Why do you say that? Like, I feel like way more endearments towards you and also more disconnect from Kenneth. Oh, fuck. I feel like I can visualize you as a boyfriend figure. The cousin stuff be fucking me up in a different way, too. Like, I'd be worrying this is a fruitless love, you know what I mean? I just don't want to get heartbroken. I don't know what OSS means.
And the more she said that, bro, I was digging through her phone, nigga. I went through hidden. If y'all don't know about hidden, bro, check your girl's hidden.
I didn't know hidden was a thing. Get a girl like me who's too dumb to know these things exist.
iMessage has like recently deleted text messages. Check that. I went through Snapchat. I went through I tried to go through my ass only on Snapchat, but I didn't figure out the password. I went through her notes. I went through everything, bro. And I seen tons of explicit photos from her and him. And then I went through the text messages and there was a bunch of weird shit going on, bro. Like she was talking about that nigga being boyfriend
Yeah, okay, we read that one.
material. She was saying she feels a disconnect from Kenneth. She was saying all types of shit, bro. And honestly, bro, I wanted to crash out at that moment, but obviously I couldn't.
I would have understood the crash out. I'm glad he was able to keep his composure.
Because I would go to jail, and you know, I'm a good civilian. I'm not gonna crash out over a girl, but it was sick to see, to be honest, bro. Like I wouldn't
have been able to condone it, but I would have understood the crash out.
Throwing up. I'm not gonna lie, you could ask all my homeboys. I was calling them. I was in my restroom throwing up just nonstop, bro.
I didn't do new thing.
He literally caught her on the counter. He literally lived the fucking Shady song, dude. Holy shit. Or Shaggy song, rather. It's now a bad time to lecture bozos on OPSEC. Oh my god. Hooked up and all was good. Did the 23andMe? Didn't end well. What the fuck? She was too dumb to pull a wasn't me. Hidden, thank you, my guy. Patchouli, thank you. Nah, bro. He totally found him a Jersey girl if she's getting her guts remixed by your cousin. What is this? Getting your guts remixed by your cousin's fucking crazy work, dude. Holy shit. Holy shit. She is gonna just be known as the cousin fucker the rest of her fucking life.
Everything I ate prior to that, I threw it all up, bro. It was sick, bro. Like, I genuinely feel like 2 years went down the drain. But like, to your cousin though, like, there's a bunch of like scenarios where like my homeboys thought she was doing something with somebody else or whatever. But her cousin, like, I think that's how she got away with it for so long, because it's like, you don't expect your girl to be doing
expect that from like anyone. Like, again, how would he have realized this? Like, it's fucking ridiculous.
Doing something with her cousin, my nigga. Like, I thought that was some Alabama like movie type shit. I didn't know that really happens in real life. So yeah, once I found that shit out, bro, I ain't gonna lie, nigga, I got my phone, I took pictures of everything. I wish I scrolled some more, but you know, I like, once I seen it, I was just ready to kick her out, bro. I took pictures of all the pictures she took for him, all the pictures he sent her.
I feel like there was a penis in that picture, so I'm very glad he censored it. I would not have wanted that flashbang. This is a response to the I feel you. I think I'm in deeper too, because every time I think of the future, I always picture you in it, is what her cousin said to her. And she said, that is so damn cute. What the fuck, bro?
Text messages, everything, bro. It's all on my phone just in case she wants to fucking deny or lie to me. It was all on my phone. I gave her phone back. I told her she had to go.
I'm so sorry, Kendra.
I don't care. You can't. There's nothing you can say to me right now. You did what you did. You gotta face that. You gotta go.
Yeah?
This is something that I only did recently. Just know that in all of my relationships, I've always loved you a lot.
What?
And I cared for you a lot. You know that? I'm sorry.
I don't care.
We've always had a close relationship since we was young. And I think, like, on some mentally fucked up shit, I think, like, we had some psychological shit going on when we were young, because like when we was little jits, like before even puberty.
What?
Like we were like really close to where like some of our family members would notice it. And once I was already having my doubts, and you know, with you've always been different than how I wanted you to be. Like,
So you fuck your cousin.
Holy shit.
So,
the fact that he could say that with like zero emotion, this guy, stone cold, that's impressive. That's impressive.
What's the opportunity?
So you fuck your cousin. So you fuck your cousin. You need help, bro.
And yeah, she's not with me anymore. We're not with each other no more. But it's just like, bro, hey, all my young bulls out there, bro.
Master Prick, thank you. You had a coworker that had a fake calculator app that opened a hidden app for his side chick pics. Bro, what the fuck? Some people really be out here doing way too much. What the fuck?
Learning experience, you can't trust these girls no more. I ain't gonna lie, bro. You can't trust boy best friends. You can't trust cousins. You can't trust brothers. My nigga, if this was a stepbrother, like, that would have been a tiny bit better, because cousins, they got your blood. Like, that's...
Yeah, he's got a point. At least the stepbrother wouldn't have been blood related. I had to take a second from hearing that. Well, like, yeah, he's out of pocket, but he's right.
Like your dad's brother's son. So like, for you to do that with that nigga, bro, like, that's genuinely diabolical, bro. Like, that's just like, I can't go back, bro. Like, obviously in the past we broke up a couple times for bullshit, but this was just the fucking like cherry on top, bro. Like, I can't, bro.
That's
like
me.
I think
cherry.
It's gonna take me a long time to fucking recover from this, bro. I literally have not been in my groove. I haven't been posting. I haven't been, all my friends could tell you that I'm like, I was depressed, but like, that shit genuinely, like, it did something to my brain, bro. Like, if for all y'all boys that been cheated on before, or all you ladies that's been cheated on, y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, you just feel stuck in time. You don't really want closure, but like, you do kind of want to know why that person did that, why. Like, the feeling of betrayal is just so sickening. But honestly, bro, it's whatever to me. Like, all I could do now is just stack my bread, get in the gym, and just do better, bro. But I ain't gonna lie though, it's really hard. It's really hard to like really like stop yourself from bed rotting and stop yourself from just letting money slip through your hands, bro. Cause like,
I can literally only imagine.
Quando Bandwi! You've already thrown so much! What are you doing? What are you doing? You gooby! Thank you, Quando Bandwi! Thank you! What the fuck?
If you really love your mother, you'll make another brother.
But Dad, that's your job! Should be the response to that! What the hell, even? Thank you, Quandle Bundwe, for the 100 friggin' slaves. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Magnet Man, thank you. Your mom's from Jersey, so you visited her side of the family tons of times. You gotta love your Guido cousins. The chopped Guido sandwich. But you guess the cousin fucker demographic got bigger there recently? You owe Alabama an apology. Yeah. Yeah. You don't understand how some men are able to have a trophy wife, a side piece, pay for side pieces, car, and apartment, and $5K a week, and a side hussy. Does he do them all week? You can barely keep your wife happy. I genuinely have no idea, you know? Genuinely no fucking clue. Binary Ghost, thank you. You've heard these types of tears before? These are the other guy is broke tears? Oh, no. Massive Doge, thank you. Alabama 100. That's New Jersey things now. Didn't we find New Jersey had more cousin yeah, we found out New Jersey has more cousin fucking. You just came. Did anyone give you a quick rundown on what our melanated fellow's going through? His woman cheated on him with her cousin.
Bro, I have all the ways to make money right now, but I'm just too demotivated because this shit's in the back of my head. But honestly, I know it's gonna get better, bro. But like, damn, bro, canon event of doom. Like, getting cheated on is possibly one of the worst things ever. Cause it's like you thought you knew this person for so long, like you plan a future with them. Bro, literally, bro, I took her to see the finale of The Boys, my nigga. The finale of The Boys in a 4DX theater, bro. The chairs were moving when niggas was getting fucking decapitated.
That's what the Wait, so when she was texting the cousin about how much she loved him, she was in the theater with Kenneth watching The Boys. That's diabolical, as he said. Holy shit.
You would feel fucking water sprinkles to emulate blood. I took her there, right? As I was there, she was texting her cousin saying, we need to go to a 4DX theater.
That's fucking sick, crazy.
Like, I'm thinking this is a nice gesture, me and you, and you're testing.
Yeah, that's fucking sweet. Like, you did something both like really nice and expensive on top of that, and she's just texting her cousin, being like, "Yeah, I need that dick, buddy." What the fuck?
Fucking blood cousin telling him that y'all need to experience that too. Like, I don't.
You'll say it again. Look up her ancestry, and if she's from Somalia, you'll donate $100. What the fuck? Massive Doge, thank you. At least she wasn't a cannibal like Andy and Lele. That's true. Dodged a second bullet, this man did. Droxass, thank you. Uncle Ben might legit be a more merciful canon event than this. Uncle Ben, like the rice guy? Patchouli, thank you. New Jersey and Rhode Island have been trading blows. New Jersey has a lot more cousins, but Rhode Island has an aunt and nephew problem. What the fuck?
I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know if it's a light-skinned thing or a fucking Miami girl thing, but bro, you not gonna see me touching any.
I mean, I could definitely see it from a Miami girl. I do not know anything about this supposed light-skinned girl stereotype.
Girls from Miami anytime soon. Shit, light skins are fucking evil. I like that shit's confirmed, bro. Manipulative as fuck, evil as fuck, and they catch you and lure you in by their fucking lips. Don't fall for it, my young bulls. Don't fall for that shit no more. It's a fucking scam.
I don't. Maybe I'm crazy, but I feel like that's more of a shitty personality thing than a skin color thing. I don't know, man. You love how black people decided to divide up their racism into how black they are. I don't fucking know what's going on with that. Oh, Spider-Man, Uncle Ben. I don't know anything about Spider-Man. Ollie Wally, thank you. Did her cousin and texting in a movie? Is this a bit?
And worst 2 years of my fucking life. 2 years wasted down the drain, bro. Bro, like, the crazy part is, like, in a relationship as a guy, you spend so much money on a person, bro. Like, I genuinely spent, like, 50 bands plus, like, upwards to 100K probably. 100K is a stretch, but, like, definitely 50 bands plus, bro. Because we was long distance for a little bit, so I was obviously flying her. Bro, all of that shit, bro.
She was a gold digger. Doesn't Kanye West have a song about that?
gifts and all that, food, of course, Ubers, but like all that's just down the drain and just wasting money, bro. And it's like, I wish you could just ask for a fucking refund or just invoice the bitch, but like, or just invoice the motherfucker, but you can't, bro. That's not realistic, bro. And even like some people, I know some people take back the stuff they bought the other person, or like, you know, ask for it back, but I'm not even gonna do that, bro. It's whatever, bro. I just gotta move forward. But that's what's been, you know, happening to me. That's my life. Been really, really weird and shit, depressing. But honestly, we gonna overcome this. We gonna move forward. We gonna keep on grinding, bro. Hey, Streamer U was just announced, bro. I ain't gonna lie, nigga. We gotta get in that bitch too. But hey, young bulls out there, bro. Do not trust your girl if she has a cousin. Like genuinely, she has.
Don't trust your girl if she has a cousin. That's so funny. She got family who's alive. You can't trust her.
To have no one in her life. For you to like actually be comfortable, she can't have a stepbrother. She can't have a cousin. She can't have any siblings. She can't have a boy best friend. She can't have a gay best friend. Honestly, bro, she can't even have female friends. She literally has to be a fucking nobody for you to fucking be successful.
Just go out into the woods and find your women growing in the fields.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Because I thought I was safe. I thought this girl was not gonna do me like that. But the worst of worst happened. All I'm gonna say is stay safe out there, boys. For real, for real.
Only orphans, Jesus Christ. Holy shit. All right, now to her response. Oh, I guess Asmongold reacted to this? Holy shit. Her response here. The beginning is just her talking about accountability, which I'm sure we will see none of here.
In our relationship, and I was in a very dark place at the time when I did what I did. I have to own up to what I did. I have to take accountability for my actions. And in doing that, I've come to realize that I need help for myself and for all my loved ones around me. I know I've done wrong. I fucked up. And I'm taking time away to seek professional help in order to correct my mistakes, reflect—
Wait. I missed the sex bucket list? I'm sorry, the what? The what? A Slendy Enderman, thank you. Give her that Uchiha Itachi treatment. Jesus Christ. How did where did I miss that? What do you mean? Amalgamite, thank you for the raid. Welcome, Raiders! We're watching a cousin fucker. Kenneth showed that? Hold up. Hold the fucking phone. I do not remember seeing it. He must have like flashed that on the screen super fucking quick. She had a list in your notepad. Do you remember like where it was in the video potentially? Recently closed tabs. The cousin sex to do bucket list. It was fairly quick.
My fucking...
White text on a black background. It was up for about 2 seconds in the latter batch of videos he was showing.
Like, the feeling of betrayal is just so sickening. But honestly, bro, it's whatever to me. Like, all I can do now is just stack my bread, get in the gym, and just do better, bro. But I ain't gonna lie, though, it's really hard. It's really hard to really, like, stop yourself from bed rotting.
I don't know if there's, like, a faster way to find it than to just let it play at 2 times speed. Okay, we read those. That's the Streamer University. When he was still scrolling? So, like, back... Oh! Oh! Bucket list. Nut on face. Eat off body. Sex tape. Head videos. Hand job plus spitting in mouth. Ew! Ew! Handcuffing. Tripod video? Why is tripod video separate from sex tape? Public quickie? And movie... maybe just fuck? Movie fuck? What the fuck? Chat, should I try to lose my virginity to my cousin? Don't do that! You fucking degenerate. Binary Ghost, thank you. This is why you only date orphan drifters. Can't trust people who have prior connections. Jesus fucking Christ. 9 Jinx, thank you. I will simply get Kirsche to call your future girlfriend's cousins cute. That will solve the problem. Is Twitch dead, by the way? Twitch chat has completely stopped moving. So I'm assuming something has happened with Twitch. This is why you only do the Kirsche. Do not Actually. Twitch is fine? Twitch is fucking entirely frozen for me. Her holes be like Olive Garden. When you're here, your family. I think all of my chats are now frozen. What's happening? Wait, can you guys even still hear me? I think my entire OBS might be frozen. Okay, Binary Mind said you guys can still hear me. Alright, so I guess I need to wait for OBS to stop having a conniption? Yeah, because I can click on my browser and shit. OBS is untouchable at the moment. And I feel like if I click on it again, it might do that thing where it turns kind of white and starts scroll wheeling. What do I do? What do I do? I don't think it should really do anything, but I'll close my boat women. It shouldn't have been any issue. What's happening to this? Maybe that's part of the problem? Oh, that is hugely a part of the problem. What the fuck? Okay. What the fuck? What the hell? Somehow my C drive has like 4 gigabytes left free. How did that happen? How did that happen? Yeah, I don't have anything fucking huge in my downloads. This must be like a temp file issue, I suppose. It feels really jarring that like all of you guys can still hear me, but like there's not that, like I can't do anything. I can't see any of you. Let us do this. Those are all megabytes. Wait, what's taking up the disk space then? Okay. Well, that's not what I want. Up. Yeah, that says temporary data drive. But I guess I'll just throw my BGM on while I'm... Wait, I can't throw my BGM on because I can't click on OBS. Fuck me, what do I do? can't even clear the chats. Fuck. Where? I actually have no idea how to access my recycling bin without clicking the desktop icon. Is it in here? No. Is it here? No. Here? No. Okay, those are my only thoughts on where it might be. Yeah, that's weird. It's not even, like, in the desktop folder. That's so fucking weird. I guess I can click the button that minimizes everything. Okay, that kind of worked. What is in my recycling bin? I do not know. Let us empty it. Yes, delete items. Chat. Chat, I miss you. My OBS didn't even get fully minimized. Okay, alright. Oh, that's kind of crazy. What the fuck is happening? My recycling bin is hitching, trying to dump the couple of files that are in there, but there's nothing big in there either. I don't know what's happening. The recycling bin is only like 47 megabytes. That's tiny. That's tiny. Where did my 20 gigs go? I don't install anything on this drive. I don't understand what happened. I don't know if this recycling bin is actually going to dump anything. If I go back to OBS, will it work? Oh, nope. Wait, can you guys still hear me on stream? Have I been talking to myself this whole time? I have no idea what's going on. I just got the notification that OBS has crashed. So, like, I shouldn't be live right now if my computer's telling me OBS has crashed. I have no idea what's going on. I hate computers. Spooky magical box that I have no idea how to use. Still says OBS is using the amount of resources that it does when it's working. We can hear you, but you can't read us. No, OBS is like, as far as my computer's concerned, OBS is not open right now. OBS is not open. It is not running. I am not streaming as far as my computer is concerned. So I have absolutely no idea what's going on. Quite fucking literally no idea. I guess I'm going to kill OBS and be right back? Question mark? because I'm not sure what's happening at the moment. I am very confused.